watch TV, cause I can't stand the news. It's always bad news. It's like having a fortune, and now you ain't got a dime. It's all bad news. Talk should show us how sick some people can be, but I don't let that bother me. I keep my eyes to the sky, and God in my life, so it don't bother me. It's alright, it's alright. Let's party tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Let's just party on till the break of dawn. We're gonna have a good time. This is alright. I can't lose my mind, cause if I do, party over, oops, out of time. On some wood hanging in my mind. Party over, oops, out of time. You'll see the day, faces unbroken, talks and more, no more. Graduation rates so high, nobody's a fool. Now that's some good news. It's alright, it's alright. Let's party tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Let's just party on till the break of dawn. We're gonna have a good time. This is alright.
Wanna dance with a cutie in the pale moonlight? It's my duty. Shake tutti, fresh and fruity, sweet like candy ass. Make a pass for the booty. I fantasize interludes when I'm in the mood, see me in the news. No time to rewind when the baseline rides to two. Feel me in the groove. I rock on and on to the break of dawn. Feet don't stop me now. Come and sing along as I catch wrecked with a two-step hot that put in hard. Come and break sweat. Better play Mr. DJ, stimulating on the floor till I can't dance no more. Gotta react. If the club's packed, where the party's at, it's left fire at the back door.
It's alright, let's party tonight. I have a good time. Oh yeah, let's just party on till the break of dawn. We're gonna have a good time. It's alright, let's party tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Let's just party on till the break of dawn. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Is this alright? Is this alright? Is this alright? Hey.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So time come to y'all with another video. Y'all back, yay! See, yeah, okay. Cause some of y'all like, oh, get back on camera. And for y'all hoes, that's how I gotta screw off, because trust me, in real life, I don't need it. Okay, stay tuned for the vlog though. All right, before we start the call-ins, y'all, and head over to Twitch, because we are heading over to Twitch. I'm gonna play you guys the second episode's recap. I did not drop it yet. I will be clipping it for the channel, but I wanted to show you guys here so that way people that are not aware I'm live could start hopping in here to give their opinions on everything. Okay, so first we're gonna watch the recap, and then I'm going to start ending callers, and we're gonna talk about the hookup and the whole Pookie situation in general. Okay.
Collard green, bitch! Go get some collard green, bitch! You fat ass turkey die, bitch! I'm just like a raw piece of chicken.
collard green cornbread, collard green corn. Look at this bitch. Billy, go the other way. Billy, go the other way. No.
Bitch, smoke me, nigga! Smoke me, bitch!
Yeah. Hey, y'all know we in downtown.
I don't give a fuck!
Go.
My birthday.
Hey, it's Bila birthday. It's Big Bila birthday.
Yeah, it's your fucking birthday. Yeah.
All right, what's going on, entertainers? So time come to y'all with another video, and we talking the Hookup Part 2, Episode 2. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Really should have named this episode Friend of Mine, because that's really what it was. Tokyo Kim comes into the episode. She walks into the living room, and immediately you could tell she has something on her mind. So they start to begin to sit down, and Kayla confronts Rayface because Rayface apparently called her fat in a confessional, which y'all know this. Rayface veneers are huge. So it's like, if she's fat, Rayface's veneers are fat. You know what I'm saying? So like, it doesn't really matter what he says. Now, Kayla says that Rayface dreads stink and that if you're trying to embarrass me, I could really embarrass you. Like, your dress stink, you need to get your hygiene together. I really feel like Kayla lied. I feel like she's just saying that to embarrass him. He don't give me the type of dude that was just going around stink because of the amount of crap that he talks. Like, the amount of stuff that Rayface talks and how messy he is, I just cannot imagine him being a stank nigga. Like, I can't believe it. I can't. Okay? I just can't believe it. So Kayla says she's not fat. She never wanted to be fat. Hup is fat, and that, you know, she never wanted to be skinny, right? I guess we're gonna weight classify her as bunk. So there's skinny, fat, and there's bunk. So Kayla is bunk. The niggas was feeling her though. They were looking at her in that green dress, ass was poking out. The dudes was looking. So I guess the dudes are satisfied. So who cares if Rayface is satisfied? Miss K is back, and every time I see Miss K, she looks different. Is it just me, or did y'all notice that? Miss K looks at least like in her 40s in the confessionals, but then in the actual show, she looks like she's in her like young 20s. It's like she morphs characters every time we see her. I even seen her in the clip in the We in Miami podcast. She even looked different there. Like, she actually looked like black. No shade. I know Miss K is black, but she actually looked black in that podcast. So she looks different every time we see her. Gigi decides to do cheers, right? Tokyo's like, stop! I got something to say. She gets up. She like, oh yeah, and Mommy G, I heard you said you was trying to win my man. And then she threw something at her. She bop. She starts attacking Mommy G. Mommy G falls backwards. Her legs are in the air like she's giving birth. Next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of smoke perspiring in the air. I don't know if it was from Mommy G's box or it was a hookah, but there was smoke coming out of there. So I don't know, Mommy G. You might want to get that chat. You might want to get that chat, Mommy G, because the moment she fell, you just seen a whole lot of smoke, girl. You just see smoke just willowing through the air. It's the perspiration coming from Mommy G box, right? So then ET even in her confessional even says like, oh, like the moment Mommy G fell to the floor, she smelled, there was a whiff in the air. That's a bad rumor to have about you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for somebody to say that, like, you know, you stink, that's a bad rumor, and it really sticks with you. Okay. Like, I don't know if I told y'all this. I went to school with Lil Meech, and that was never a thing. Like, I never heard of nothing about him smelling musky or none of that. The moment he became famous in Hollywood and stuff, now this whole thing is that he musky and he stink. Like, that's a bad rumor to have about you, because it's like, it might not be entirely true, but it take that one person to say it and it sticks. Because I never remember them saying that about him in school, like, ever. I never heard that ever until he made it. So then Shay is standing there gagged. She was like, oh, you know, I'm from New Hampshire. We don't fight, we sue. I'm telling y'all, they proposed that girl a Love Island dream with Love and Hip Hop results, because this girl seems like she's so out of place, every time she sees something happens, her eyes just get bigger and bigger. Like she don't even know where she is at that point. Then we see Tokyo in another room. She pants. She like Tokyo. If you're going to fight, you got to catch your breath, girl. Because Tokyo was panting like she done ran 2 miles. She came back. She did some laps around the house. And she got on the treadmill. She's girl was panting heavy. She like, man, that was a friend of me. That was a friend to me. You feel me? Like, y'all think this is a game. This is my feelings. This was a friend of mine. I done gave her everything. She was a friend of mine. She left with my man. I thought she was gonna start busting out in a song. I'm like, wow, like Tokyo, you are wasting your talents and now that's TV. She really is, y'all. I'm telling y'all. She really, really is. Okay? Because the dramaticness is crazy. Also, did you and Mommy G know each other for that long? You buy her kids clothes and some more stuff. Like, that's crazy. And Mommy G, what's going on with your boozy? Because your boozy should be able to buy your kids clothing. What's up with that? That's not good, Mommy G. You might want to make a career shift because that is pitiful. I'm sorry. Like, and that's really embarrassing. I was kind of shocked when Tokyo said it. I'm like, uniforms for kids. Like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. Mommy G don't even give me the type to be like the begging type, like the asking type. She don't give me that, okay? So she panting and stuff. We get back to the rest of the cast. And Gigi's like, oh, so let's talk about the situation that transpired. She's trying to be funny with the player words. Girl, Gigi, please. Don't get hit by the girlies. So she like, oh, let's talk about the situation that, transpired, right? So then that's when Ray Face started bringing up the situation. He like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, nigga, like, I feel like, I don't know. I know that Shawty was like a tranny, but like I ain't never watched Dollhouse. Oh my bad, not as TV. Ray Face, we just caught you in a lie. How did you know the name of the show if you didn't watch it? Cap. The cap is on your head. Actually, the cap is on his veneers, if we're gonna be honest.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Because there's just no way how you knew the name of it, and all of a sudden, you just thought to say not at TV. You kind of like switched it up as if you didn't want the people to know that you knew the name of the show. That was a little weird to me. I caught that. I don't know if anybody else did, to be honest. And then another thing too is like I feel like Ray, he be talking so much stuff and he's so messy that it's like he cannot even be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Like he cannot even be trusted. So who knows if he really did know if Pookie was a doll or not? Like who really did? Like who really knows? Like maybe he thought everybody else was cool with it, so he was gonna ride with it. Like I don't know. I don't know. So Don in his confessional, he's basically saying like, Pookie's at fault, but the guys are too because I know when a girl is a T girl, right? That's kind of what he was reiterating at that podcast. Which, by the way, Pookie, you owe that nigga an apology. This is why y'all was all on my ass talking about, Pookie had the right to defend herself, which she did, don't get me wrong, but it's like her throwing the drink and doing all that, that was too much. He did not deserve that. So you owe him an apology. I think Pookie owes Dawn an apology. I don't care what nobody says. I feel like the energy for him was a little bit too much. Like you did a little bit too much on him, to be honest. And he's literally defending you on the show. So an apology needs to be had like ASAP. Do I think every guy could tell if a girl is a T girl or not? No. I don't think it's fair to say that. No shade. The smart ones are, but there are some. It's a very few. I'm going to say that. A very few that cannot tell. But most can. Don't get me wrong. Most can. But there's a slim few that literally cannot tell because they're not of the world that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be knowing what really is going on out here. So they don't really peep in. They don't peep tea. They don't. They just see a fat and just go along with it and don't think to ask any questions about gender identity or anything like that. So it's like, I get what he's saying, but you can't put that on every single guy because that's really not 100% the case. Then here comes YBZ. Him and his blog. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't care what nobody says. He comes up, right? He gets up. He like, man, everybody should have known what was going on, man. Everybody should have known what was going on. I feel like the moment we got in here, I should have gave us a heads up. Which, by the way, the entertainers always do their due diligence. They send me a lot of stuff about what he's posted. They sent me posts about like him posting about other women and story time of their love life. That's a little weird to me. I don't know. Like, something about him is off to me. Like, it get very much suspect. I'm sorry. Because you weren't there. Pookie never sat on your lap. If anybody, Rayface should be the one crashing out. And he's not even crashing out. Pookie didn't sit on your lap. You were not there. You just entered in the house. So you should feel like, whoo, thank God. Because I ain't going to be in the midst of any of that gate, like y'all say. So why do you feel the need to get up and do all that hoopla? That's the part that gives us. So he started getting mad. He's like, y'all should have been told this from the jump, man. And he grabbed a bottle like this. Pookie's eye said, and she grabs her bottle. She like, what's up, puss that punk man say? She hit us with one of those. So she started backing up. The security tried to hold her. Her dress is coming apart, girl. Pookie, who told you to wear that little short cocktail dress to that damn show? I mean, that was like a tube top. That dress was coming loose, bitch. I'm talking about her underwears was out, ass cheeks out. Okay? Her buns, literally her buns, as her song said, was just out and about. So she grabbing the bottle, security holding their back and stuff. And then she ended up throwing like a glass, like a cup of alcohol in his face. He deserved that. Now that Pookie was justified. The Don, that was like, to me, that was too much. But that was justified. Because what the hell are you picking up a bottle for? It's giving like a dude that's in jail trying to protect his virginity. Legit. That's what it gives to me. It's kind of nasty. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, why it really costed you to take a bottle? Mind you, Pookie didn't even say really anything to him. So that's why he really didn't need to do all of that. So he like, man, I'm not dealing with this. He ends up leaving, right? He ends up leaving out of there. Tokyo proceeds to tell Gigi about her problem with Mommy G and all she did for her. Before that even happens, though, they show a scene where they show a scene where Kayla, Tokyo, and Miss K were in a room and they're venting and stuff. And that's where you see Tokyo's just like, all I did for her, like, man, I'm so tired of this whole, like, I just keep doing all this stuff for her. My whole thing is this. I don't get why people be so fooled by Mommy G when she says the N-word comfortably. She thinks she's better than every black woman. What in your right mind would think you as a black woman could be friends to her? That to me was what doesn't compute. It's because Tokyo not from Miami. No shade. Because if you were from Miami, you know what Mommy G gives. So it's like, I knew that was gonna last. That friendship you have in her back. Now you got her buying you clothes and she think you a nigga. Okay? She'll be the first one to call you cucaracha. And you buying her kids clothes? Man, that was a bad move on your end, Tokyo. So Tokyo starts to tell Gigi about the problem. Tri-State tries to interject. Next thing you know, Tokyo starts calling him all types of bees. This is the stuff I'll be talking about. Tokyo's never going to find a man until she stops being manly. Straight up. All that hooting and hollering you doing, she like, you shut your... She cussing this man out left, right, and center. And I'm like, whoa. This is not Mommy G. Why are you going at this man like that? It was kind of uncomfortable to watch, I'm not going to lie. And Tri-State must have a good temperament because he was still smiling like... It wasn't phasing him. But some other dudes, we know how some of them get down on that TV. They would have snapped. YBZ comes back with a towel over his head. He might as well have did when he sat down. So he come back with the towel over his head. He sit down or whatever, and he grabbed Chastity. That's the stuff I be talking about. Sus behavior. Because it's like you grabbing her and showing that, oh, I like punani. We know you do. So you say. So it's like nobody's questioning that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he really put himself in the midst of it for no reason. Where it's like you really could have not even been a part of this conversation. We wouldn't even remember that you were there. So you wouldn't have been even associated with the stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even been associated with it. I feel like it comes from a place of insecurity of him not being secure in himself. That's what it gives to me. Pookie and YBZ end up talking, and the conversation, Pookie's basically like, I feel like, you should have like not interjected yourself. Like, why was you even in a conversation? Like, I feel like that was some fact. Like, what are you doing? So they in a conversation of good. Pookie gonna say, give me a high. Man, say, right? Here go, YBZ. Oh, give me a high five. Give me high five, right? Pookie said, man, get out my face. Okay. And that pretty much ended the conversation. I really feel like YBZ apologized because he thought that Pookie was gonna get him back. I think he thought Pookie was going to get him back 100%. And that's exactly why he did what he did. I don't feel like it was 100% genuine to me. I feel like he would say it again or do some reckless again to any trans. Okay, that's what like it just gives sus to me because it's like, why do you even care? It's weird. Now we get to the club. All the cast goes out. Everybody dancing and stuff. Kelvin and ET are dancing on each other, and I still don't care what nobody say. I still think Pookie was wrong for not saying her gender identity from the jump before sexually messing around with the man, right? But ET, you are still a snake. You are a serpent because you let your man mess around with Pookie, knowing her tea, and you used her tea against her in a negative way. So if I were Kelvin, why would I ever trust you to even be with you? I don't know if they're still together to this day, but if I were him, I couldn't be with her. No shade. Because it's like, now I can't trust you. You the type to like line me. Like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that Kelvin should still be with her after everything that we've seen transpire, like they say? All right. So Mommy G's dancer, so she like, oh, quiero no pussy, quiero no pussy, quiero que, mami, quiero que, mami, quiero que, fari, sa. So ET like, ooh, Mommy G, let me feel your hair. Let me feel your hair. She like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You block. You black bitches be added on me. Stop touching me. You block. So she did one of those. And ET's like, what? Ethereal's in her feelings. So she like, oh, I can't touch you. We was just cool just a minute ago, but now I can't touch you. Okay, bet. So she holds that in the back of her head that she's going to get Mommy G. She ends up stalking her. Mommy G ends up with a black eye. Not a black eye, but a mark under her eye. I said, you should have did your research on that, Mommy G. I guess because Tokyo got her and Kayla got her as a back fade, she was already on like edge, but Ethereal was the wrong one to try. I'm not gonna lie. Ethereal was the wrong one to try. 100%. So they go outside and here, oh, by the way, in the club, Pookie said that her and Tri-State was feeling each other. So Tri-State is probably one of the dudes that's into trans. Am I wrong? Why are we not asking these things now as TV? I would like a confession of him saying it. Like, are you into T-girls? Were you feeling Pookie's tea? You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to know. So it's like, because she said in her confession, she said her and Tri-State were feeling a connection. And y'all remember my other video, I said that? I was like, I feel like the one she went in the closet with was Tri-State. I ain't going to tell y'all why, but I just feel like that, right? So they go outside. Here comes Unique. Unique defending Mommy G. Oh, I don't like no bullies. Mommy G getting bullied. I don't like that. I don't like that. Unique. She literally, like, I don't know how long. I think it was the same day, I think. Just said that you, as a black woman, is less than her. And Spanish bitches rule. And you're defending her for what? See, that's what's wrong with us black people. We put ourselves on the line for people who wouldn't even do the same for us. We do it all the time, and it's really sad and it's really pathetic. We need to stop doing that because they would not do it for us. I can guarantee you. Mommy G wouldn't even look twice if you were in trouble, babes. She wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire and a pussy hot. Like literally. Like, I just don't get it. I feel like that to me was stupid of her to even get involved in it. She should have just minded her business. Kayla ends up socking her off the bus. Like, she literally socked So Unique off the bus. They start finding stuff. They take Kayla away, but they don't bring her back to the house. So ET gets word that So Unique was calling her a bully and talking crap. Another wrong move. So Unique start pounding the floor like Yu-Gi-Oh! But she gives us like Yu-Gi-Oh! Vibes. Y'all know Yu-Gi-Oh! She said, she do one of those. So boom, when you hit the floor and then the whole thing go up. She do one of those, right? After she do that, everybody just looking like, oh my God, does she not know who she about to fight? I don't know if So Unique did her research on what Now That's TV, like the Now That's TV heavy hitters or people on the show, on the network. I don't think she did. She couldn't have. She couldn't have. She just couldn't have. Because the moment ET got her, she was on the floor. I saw that coming. I just don't get why she felt the need to get in the midst of it. I feel like So Unique has been on reality TV before, so she kind of knows how to like get in the mix and be in the drama, so she could be like a topic. So I think that's why she even did it. But to me, that was pretty dumb of her. Anyways, y'all, the episode was good, y'all. The hookup is way better now than Love Cabin to me. Love Cabin has ran its course. I'm glad it's almost over. And yeah, stay tuned, y'all, for if y'all haven't checked it out, because I'm going to end up. All right, y'all, that was the recap, you guys. So now I'm going to be taking in calls. Y'all, please be respectful. I am a part of the community, as y'all all know. So it's like, it's only going to be too much craziness that I'm going to allow on here. Plus, we are on YouTube, so y'all can't even do too much on here regardless. So please keep that in mind when you guys, and when I pick you guys to call. I will be adding everybody like in groupings. So we're talking about the whole Pookie situation. So some of the topics I'm gonna hit on, I'm gonna name them. So we're gonna talk about the casting. Should trans have been allowed along with LGBT people on this show, since predominantly in the first part it was straight? Pookie's entrance, Pookie and Kelvin and ET and that whole scene. When a trans person should say that they are trans, the whole Pookie and ET situation, and trans people and their relationship with cisgender women and their trust in them. Pookie and Kelvin and the actual closet scene. Kelvin feeling betrayed by Now That's TV. I do have the live. I will play it soon. Pookie lying about having a, and then Pookie versus YBZ. Okay, so these are some of the stuff that I want to like hit on. Okay, so once again, we're talking about that, and we could talk a little bit about some of the stuff dealing with the show too. So what is going on? I'm gonna add Bia and Taj. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, Pookie.
Hi, Pookie butt. Hey, Taj. I think her mic off. Okay, let's
Hey,
start
how's
off
it
with you.
going? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
period,
cool.
period. All right, now let's start off, of course, with the hookup. So let's start off, of course, with the Pookie situation. So it did go viral last week. What did you think about it overall? Like everything that went down? Go first, View.
Okay, so I think that it's really important that we first, not to sound like the professor, but we need to outline motive versus intent and why these two things matter, because they are not in alignment with the receipts that Now That's TV call themselves, or their press statements that they call themselves announcing. If we're gonna get into it, the motive is the why, the intent is the how. Obviously, Now That's TV wanted clicks and views and clout. That's your motive. But the how, you intended for it to be sensationalized. The same way that YBZ intended to have a moment when he stood up like, I'm a straight black man. All my straight brothers rally behind me. Like, you intended to have a moment. Now That's TV intended to make this something that it wasn't. And even Pookie kind of clocked it in her confessional, and even in her conversation with YBZ when he was apologizing, because she was like, yo, I'm actually kind of tired of discussing it and trying to and production trying to make niggas feel like they're gay. Like, because they're not. She's a woman. So you're not. E.T. intended to embarrass whatever his name was when she went about telling him that way.
Kelvin.
Yes, because if her motive was just putting it out there in the open, when the three of them were in the bathroom, she would have just said, "By the way, Pookie is a girl, is a doll." You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But I'm gonna finish that question right there.
right. Or what do you think, Taj?
No, I kind of like have a different opinion, honestly.
Go ahead.
I do feel like it was Pookie's business to let the cast know she was a trans woman, and she had the perfect opportunity when she was just like, I'm the baddest bitch in her. She could have said I'm the baddest trans, or incorporated who she was in that moment, just so everyone was aware, because I don't believe that it's up to now that's TV to disclose who she identifies as. I think that's her job. So
Mhm.
I
um
did
I think
though.
it was just her
That
she
was
should have did
hood.
her due diligence.
She introduced herself as Hood Fish to them as well. Like we can't act like
Everybody don't know what hood fish means.
everybody on
I
that
can
That is
tell
true.
my
do.
brother does not know what hood fish mean, and he's a
Right,
hood
because
nigga.
your
So
brother is not a
I don't think
degenerate
he'll understand that.
on
So
now
I
that
don't think that.
I think that the cast that was present, especially considering
I
Pookie's
know, but
appearance wasn't her introduction
hmm
on part two. It was on part one when she came to the house the day that they did that ring in the pool competition. So you're telling me that no one there clocked her for knowing that she was a T girl? Rayface is so messy. He know everybody business. You're gonna tell me he didn't know that Pookie was
I think Ray Face knew. Just my opinion. I do think Ray Face knew. I don't think Kelvin knew, but I think Ray Face
I
knew.
don't think Calvin knew because he was new. But the
Right.
people who were there
Right.
for part one, I
Right.
think that it definitely went around the house when she got there the day of that competition that Pookie was a girl, hence why she was alone for most of the time. You only saw her talking to Chastity and someone else. So it's like, come on, like, and she's not 5'5". She's not petite like Ari is.
Mm.
I do now. Do I think that it should be disclosed 100%?
Now
Yes.
let's talk about that. When do you think it should be disclosed? Because I feel like it should be disclosed before sexual contact is made. That's what I feel like. Because
I'm
that
not.
way you can't make it seem as if like any advantage was taken of. But what do you think, Tosh?
I just feel like before you sit on a man's lap, you should disclose that information.
That would be considered partially
Mm,
sexual contact. Am I
I,
exactly.
wrong?
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
think it's a tricky subject because obviously
Mhm.
I'm not trans. So I can't say when the best time for someone else to disclose what they are or is not. That's
Mhm.
up to them and how they feel safe. I do think that upon entering the house, yes, she could have and should have said, I am a T girl. For those who don't know what hood fish is, I'm a
Right.
T girl, and just left it right then and there. Let everybody have their reactions and called it a day. And again, Tri-State said to her upon entry, "Oh, you Pookie, right?" So it's not like nobody knew. You telling me Tri-State ain't whispered to not one man in that house that she was a doll?
He said
I,
that he didn't because it wasn't his business. So, according to him, his words verbatim, he didn't tell anybody she was a doll because he didn't want to clock her team.
which is a shame because it's nothing to clock. Not a closeted doll. Like that's the thing. I think that's the big thing. It's like, oh my God, this new girl on the scene. We've never seen her on any Now That's TV show.
Mm.
And dun dun dun. Turns out she's trans. And
Now,
again,
do you guys think ET? Do you guys think Pookie was set up in any way? Because many may
yes,
look at the show and be like, "Why is she the
Of
only trans there?"
course.
yes,
I definitely think Pookie was set up, hands down.
yes. That
It
is
was a setup.
now that's set up. It gave
Now
set up.
that's
Yeah,
And
that.
that was
definitely
their
did.
intent. They not only set up Pookie, but they set up the men as well. But most important,
Hmm
they made her susceptible to so much possible violence that would have been uncalled for, and a statement at the top of the show would not have been enough to rectify that. We know or we hear about the experiences that the girls experience in a day in and day out. We know that they're a marginalized group of society. So to put them in front of men like YBZ who picked up a bottle when he stood up for no reason, they could have really hurt her. There's no telling what's his name again? ET Man would have
Kelvin.
done
Kelvin,
when he
Kelvin.
found out that she was trans, especially because of the way ET did it. The intent was to be shady and was to like get a one up. And mind you, ET only did that because it was her nigga. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. You were threatened
I
because you
agree.
were choosing up. And now all of a sudden it's Pookie's trans, but we'll talk about it later. Girl,
But that's why it's Pookie's business to let people know that information so that she will be safe. It's for her safety. and everybody else's, because I mean, Pookie claimed she was being attacked, but now the men on the show are being attacked on social media as well. So,
Wait. What men are being attacked on social media? Because I know
well, they're
Kelvin.
attacking their sexuality. Kelvin, you see, he went on live crying, and oh my God, no, I have to go in the street in the hood. Like, so,
Okay,
I
so I'm gonna
mean,
play a portion of that live in a moment. Now, I did not see the man crying now, but
Let me see
he
that.
wasn't
maybe you
crying, but
see
he
what
was
I
just
okay,
very, no,
okay.
he
I was
was
about to
just
say
very hysterical
upset.
about his manhood being questioned because he lived in
Right.
a hood, stuff like that. I'm being dramatic.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
We
well,
love the
I was
No.
drama.
gonna say, who did I get the drama from this season? This episode? What's her name?
Who?
Wait, you said what?
Who was given the drama this episode?
Oh, you
What
talking
is
about
her
Tokyo,
name?
Tokyo,
The
Tokyo, Tokyo.
Oh,
BBW?
Tokyo.
Talk about
It's
Tokyo.
Yeah,
all
so
about
just call me
herself.
Tokyo right now. I'm a
You're
little
giving
BBW
Tokyo.
too. I'm a mini BBW, so I'm giving Tokyo energy today.
Period. All right, I'm gonna add one more person. What's going on, Muna? What do you think about the whole Pookie situation?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hi. Okay, so I have my baby. She might cry in a bit, so I don't know. But yes, what's your question?
Now, what do you think about the whole Pookie situation going on? Did you watch the first episode and the second? What do you think?
So honestly, I feel like this could have been such like a great moment for like people to be brought together, like trans and like straight, and because the world is more free now, so I feel like this could be an opportunity for like for even like you said, like for them to talk about their sexuality, like, hey, are you attracted to trans women, and they can even ask trans women questions, like, it doesn't have to be all about fear, like talk, what's your question, why do you fear them, how can we fix that,
So
but
you're saying Gigi
instead
should have made it like an open forum to ask maybe Pookie some questions?
I think now that's TV should.
Okay.
It's like we have all these great opportunities in the Black community, but like instead of like using it to open more doors, they just use it to like create more fear and hysteria.
Right. All
That's
right.
true.
Now,
But also, you got to remember the cast that was present. The only person who I truly feel like would have, not the only, but Rayface is one of the only ones who I feel like would have actually participated in that conversation from
Mm,
a let me learn something standpoint.
mm,
Because the thing that people are not getting sometimes is that it's as simple as, oh, just announce that you're trans to a room of strangers. That doesn't
mhm,
make anyone feel more or less uncomfortable if they're already uncomfortable with their own sexuality or thoughts that they have
mm,
about these people. Like, she's putting a target on her back either way. I only say do it so that no one else is clocking your tea, sister. That's
yeah.
it.
okay. Now,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, Muna, about ET's role in it? Do you feel as if she did it in a vindictive way, or you think she was just looking out to make sure the situation doesn't go further? What do you think?
I think it's like those situations where somebody had to say it, but she said it in like the wrong manner. But somebody had to say it since she didn't say it.
Mm.
But the way she did it was very like a snake, honey. She danced around her like a snake. So yeah.
Now, if do you think Kelvin should stay with ET after something like this happened?
No.
Um, Definitely
I
not.
mean, let's be clear, they're really not going to stay with each other in real life. So for the show, sure, why not? He wants to
Right.
go
We
to the
be
DR.
we
So,
we've been surprised before.
right.
My
So this
question
is true.
is, how many people that will actually make it to these shows on Now That's TV, when they say, "Oh, I never watched Now That's TV," I know you're lying. Um, we
No,
need to
but that girl Shay,
remember.
really, you can tell she has like she's new to the world. She's in Disneyland. Like literally, you can tell she has never watched it. Like
Yes,
I'm
her.
African, but I
There
don't
you
know that's
go.
TV.
For
How
the
do you
ones
live in
that
America? You don't even
have,
know. Like I don't know. To me, it's crazy. But yeah, sometimes some of them don't even watch. They just come for like for fame. You hear TV,
I
you're like,
can
oh my
tell
god.
Shay don't watch Now That TV for real. I can
Yeah,
Shay was,
tell.
I definitely agree with
somebody
that.
signed her up, and she was just like, "Yeah, we're going to DR. Cool, I can do that." But my
She
thing
thought she was going to
is,
be a model on the show.
even if you were
A
to
bottle
do
girl.
like spark notes of the network, you would see that Now That's TV sprinkles trans in almost every single show on that
That
network.
is facts. That is
Mm,
So
very
like,
much
we
true.
need to remember also where we are. Like, we can play the, I'm just a perfect idiot. I had no idea. Maybe you didn't, but also you're not on Viacom, sweetie.
mm,
Yeah, this is true.
Okay. Now,
mm,
okay,
But
so I wanted to talk about the whole situation with continue with Pookie. Now, this adds another layer. Pookie on the show kept stating how she does have woman parts. which if you're
I
subscribed to
think
Pookie,
otherwise.
right? You
Me
know that's not the
too.
case. Which so okay, here's how I feel about it before I start asking you. I feel like that's where to me Pookie's completely wrong because I don't know. I feel like she's trolling though, hopefully. But when Gigi said in the second episode, she said it like, "Yes, I do." So it's like, let's say if a dude is actually interested and they actually are like, "Okay, I want to get down, da, 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 I don't care, boo boo," and they're expecting something else, and then you get something else, then they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" But anyways,
Correct.
before I get y'all opinion, Naj gave her opinion as well about it.
Uh,
Shout
Don't
out
do
to
not.
Messy
Come on,
Auntie.
Notch.
I'm about to
Come
add
on.
Messy Auntie in a little bit, so just wait, okay? Shout out to Messy Auntie. She in the background.
Y'all know Pookie do not have a fucking vagina. Okay, we all know this. But that's the only part I don't agree with Pookie. It's like you cannot be on this plot. Like it's even then. It's like, what if niggas really didn't care about what people said? What if a nigga is hearing you say, "I'm a woman, I got a vagina," you know what I'm saying, and he believe you until he see that you don't have a. It's like,
All right, so I want y'all opinion on that. What do you guys think about that?
she dead ass wrong and she know it, and that's the pro. That's my only issue with
I really
how
thought she was trolling last episode. I was like, oh, she trolling. But then she said,
No,
nah.
I
I'm like,
think
wait
she's
now.
mean.
She loves saying like she said it every day on Dollhouse. Like she made it seem like she was one of the girls who got the nip and the tuck, but really you just tucking, and that's where
Right.
danger kind of comes into play because I'm not gonna act like for a lot of these men who are attracted to T girls,
Mhm.
the genitals is what plays a major part in them thinking gay versus straight sometimes. And so
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
have someone who's open minded and like, you know what, she's a baddie because she is. Let me
right,
just go and see what that newfound hole like, and
right. What that
you
tea
know,
like?
I don't know. I don't know if
like,
Pookie was trolling or if she was trying to soften the blow. Like, guys,
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
okay. I have a pussy. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right,
I don't
right, right,
necessarily
right.
think it's a troll. I think she was just trying to make everybody okay and
Right.
understanding like the situation at hand.
Yeah, I could
mm,
see that. I could see that. I feel like she was trying to make herself even more comfortable too, because she was on the spot. Like, I couldn't
Right.
imagine how embarrassing that was to her. Like, that really was to me. Like, I don't know how she was able to even finish that scene out because imagine everybody looking at you, like being like, you feel
Mhm.
me? And you got to answer to all this stuff. And like, I don't know. I don't know how she finished out that scene. All right, I'm gonna add in one more person. Auntie. Auntie, you there?
My
Oh,
love, I'm
what's up? What's up?
here.
What's
We're
up? The
here.
messiest one of them all.
Simple. Simple.
Now, what are your thoughts on it? Because you're very close to the cast. This is
Extremely.
grandmother,
Oh,
mother.
my
Excuse me.
auntie. It literally says auntie. They already called me big back grandma.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a
Safin
big
wele
bag.
luga udeo.
No, Professor. Go ahead, go ahead,
I
go ahead, go
love
ahead.
you. Yes, I am the grandma of Nala's TV, the auntie of Nala's TV. I'm that Miss Glitter Sparkle Dust, all that. And I love hearing the panel. You have some very bright young ladies on this panel with you
Mhm.
who are extremely well spoken, who see both perspectives. But me being biased, knowing I've met Pookie and ET and have
Mhm.
relationships with both of them, I feel
Mhm.
like it certainly could have been handled better,
Yeah.
right? On everyone's part. But if you look at it from a business standpoint, the network legally, I know people are gonna say, yeah, it's a network. It's not like a
Mhm.
9 to 5. They're even more at risk because of the manner of entertainment that had they exposed her gender to the cast, they would have been opening themselves up for a
A
big
discrimination lawsuit.
discrimination. Exactly. You
There you
got
go.
it. So I think some of the reactions were disingenuous.
Mm.
Like you said, most people know, even them little boys in church row Sunday morning at the Pentecostal Baptist churches, they can tell.
You.
Furthermore, it's 2025. We're on the tail end of 2025. I'm going on a show with y'all people. I'm looking y'all up. I'm going on your Instagram, your Twitter, your TikTok. I want to know who you are before you walk in the door.
Mm.
Clock it, because now there's
Now
people
somebody
not.
said this, which I don't think legally you could even do. They said, Miss Just Saying said production could have literally required per her contract for her to disclose. I don't think you could even do that, y'all. I
Double
think
discrimination.
that's double exactly. Y'all gotta understand, like when it comes, y'all just see the like the TV of stuff. When it comes to paperwork stuff, you cannot play around with stuff like that. Like you could really get in trouble for even requesting stuff like that. So it's like it gets real tricky, y'all. It's a lot deeper than what
Point.
y'all think.
That's a good point. And I like to think that Gigi could have had like a little mixer, a hop around the room,
Mhm.
introduce yourself, your name, your age, your sexuality, your gender. But Pookie is a female. So it's like, what would she have said in that even that moment that would have made it okay? And no shade, if she had came in announcing it, we wouldn't even be discussing it right now. And
Mm. Someone said maybe they thought she was going to tell it. I do not agree. I don't think not a TV that was their mindset. Because coming from somebody who's been watching reality TV since I was like literally in elementary school, the producers have a job to do. At the end of the day, this is one of the greatest things that has happened for Nada TV. As traumatized as it may be for Pookie, at the end of the day, this brings numbers, this gives ratings. I'm doing a whole live about it. Like I haven't done an TV after show, I don't know how long. So it's
clock.
just like you get what I'm saying.
You
Like it
better.
does, it benefits them at, business wise because it makes people have conversations that people were not having before. So I do not think they were thinking that oh she's gonna be honest. No, I don't think
Right.
so.
I
This is
agree
my
with you. I
opinion.
think it was, if not intentional,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it may have been brought up.
Yeah.
And the legality plus, yeah, you want the shock factor as well. This is entertainment. This is not ABC 123 Sesame Street. This is
Right.
reality TV. We want the shock. We want the reaction. Although, like, I felt like Kelvin, I feel he was genuine, maybe. But what was it? Was it EJ? Um,
You talking about YBZ or Ray Face?
Ray Face,
Yeah.
performative, performative,
You think he knew
perform.
her tea?
He knew. Come on, he's been around all them love and hip hops.
Thank
He's
you.
been.
I think so too.
Stop it. He knew.
I
He
think he knew.
definitely knew. Again, he said, I didn't watch you on Dollhouse. I mean, other now that's TV shows.
Right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
I
did.
think he knew and he thought everybody was gonna be okay and cool with it. And until Kelvin said, Hey, oh my God, da, 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 da," and then he's like, Oh, y'all not okay with it? Oh,
Yep.
dang.
So he's
That's what I
Exactly.
you think that refuse to believe that Ray Face draws the line at T girls, but he's cool with smashing mommy's G's uh sourpuss on a regular basis.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, it's been confirmed, but I don't want to do the sniff test. But like you
I
don't
sniffed
tell
her.
us
I sniffed her in person before she was dancing. I sniffed
uh-huh.
her after she danced.
how's
I
my
sniffed
Uh-huh.
her. I was around her when
Uh-huh.
Aunt almost got into a fight and ran into cars in Middle Street. That girl smelled like roses, money, and good pussy. Oops, you did.
oops.
Ooh.
But was you there for the backshot win?
And good chocha. Um, no, I wasn't there, girl.
See,
I
you
am
might have been
not.
sniffing the wrong hole.
Oh,
Y'all
Shade.
you
messy.
think he put one in the stick, one
No
in the stick, one in the
shade.
stick, girl.
It might have been
Y'all
the wrong
messy.
hole.
Okay. I'm gonna add one more person. Okay, what is going on? She
Messy.
put her name as Funky Mommy G.
Ooh.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I can, speak up just a little bit. You sound far away.
You hear me now?
It still sounds a little far. Just speak up loud.
I don't know why I sound like that, but hello, here.
I'm gonna add you back. I'm gonna add you back. All right, what is going on? Season 3, Baddie with the baddest.
I
That's
was
right.
like, I was about to. Can you hear me?
I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
about to say, if you don't add me, we're gonna have some problems. Okay. Hi guys. It's been a long time. So
Right.
listen, I have some things to say.
Hmm.
Number one, this what I'm starting to think is that now that's TV put it in their contracts but didn't tell them, because the reality of the situation is this is now that's TV's fault. And I get it. They don't want to expose someone's gender, or I mean their,
Gender identity.
yeah.
Hmm.
But you cannot, their their lawyers cannot let them have a show telling people it's a straight show and not they told those people. Either they told them or they put it in their contracts and then forgot to tell them. But legally, somewhere down the road, they told them because and just look at the difference between 1 and 2. 2, you have, gay men, you have straight people, you have trans. Like you're not going to tell me these people didn't know. And actually, sorry, let me reword that. I could see if Now That's TV was like, oops, forgot to tell you, because I think they told Pookie, like, hey, the first leg of this was all straight. The second leg, they're going to know, there's going to be some gay, there's going to be some transgender. You're going to be just fine. I think that's what they told Pookie because she was
Oh, so you
very
think
comfortable.
so you're saying it was a play of words. It wasn't like, oh,
I
we told
think
all of them your
so.
tea. It was, they know it's gonna be a mix of y'all in here.
Yes, and I think so, because even Gigi said it. She was like, she was told da 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 da. Now, granted, I mean, I don't know. It's 2025. If you don't know what hood fish means, baby. But I
But not
also think
everybody
that,
knows what hood fish
well,
means.
okay, and I get that. But here's the thing, like, just to be on Pookie's side a little, because I have a best friend
Uh-huh.
who's transgender.
Mhm.
Like, she actually handled that very well because, like, you could see she was very
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable because she was like, like, why do they keep bringing it up? Like, I get it, whatever, da da da. And she wasn't combative. But my thing is, we can't. Number one, Kelvin was a little too thirsty because you ran up in that room and kissed DT, and then you ran up in that room and kissed Pookie. You can't put that all on Pookie, bro, because you was
Mm-hmm.
being too thirsty.
They didn't
Ain't
even
nobody
get to
else
know
running up.
her.
And, that's what I'm saying. So, like, just as him, like, did he disclose if he's had any STDs?
Oh,
We can't keep putting all this on, like, on that girl, like because at the same time, there's a lot of people walking around with the House of Virginia that don't be telling people. There's a
that
lot of people that be walking
part.
around with herpes that don't be telling people.
That
And
part.
I get it, like, it can't be a double standard. At the end of the day, like, I think everybody's wrong in this situation. And if she do have the piece of candy, then she wrong for telling people she don't got that piece of candy. But I do
Ooh,
think,
this
like, you
candy.
got to be a little nicer to her because I do think they told her it was going to be something it wasn't.
That's
I
Okay.
gotta jump in as a blog, and I
Yeah.
just remembered
Hmm.
before they even started casting for season 2 or part 2,
Right.
CEO and others had put in the stories, do you want to see any T girls on the show and who? So it was already out there in the ether before they started casting.
Bow.
Thank ya.
Mm.
Bow.
Okay,
Mm.
TT.
So it
Mm-hmm.
was a
No, JoJo
possibility.
always got the tea.
It
She
was a
does.
Period.
possibility. They went in there knowing it was a possibility, unless their agent didn't do their homework.
Agents, they don't have agents.
Stop it.
Manager, whoever, the janitor, whoever put him on that show.
Yeah, the only one with the agent was Miss New Hampshire. Everyone else signed their
Shay,
contract in
she said
crayon.
she sued. She said
Shay,
she
Shay
like me.
thought
We
she was
sued.
going to a UGC ad, girl.
Simple. I don't
Bro,
mind.
I just think it's just really messed up how everyone keeps kind of worrying it. Pookie.
You breaking up. You
But
breaking up. You breaking
at
up,
the end
babe.
of the day, sort of can you hear me now?
I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you now.
me?
It's good now. It's good now. It's good
Hello?
now. It's good now.
Okay,
It's good
sorry.
now. Yeah.
I just think, okay, cool. I just think, like, at the end of the day, number one wrong is Now That's TV. That's gotta be 1, 2, and 3. Poop.
Oh, you
That's God
breaking.
breaking her up because she's speaking ill on my network. Look at
Ooh.
God.
You better stop. No shades to season 3 better. You know I
God
love you,
don't play
babes. You
about
break it up. I'm
me.
gonna try to add you a little bit later, okay, boo? Okay, now I'm going to play the live. So Kelvin did go live with the Not As TV folks and spoke a little bit about the whole situation. He was pretty frustrated about it. So I did get a good portion of it. So let's check it out. And I'm going to start rotating a little bit more, okay? All right.
I know myself. I put a nigga down, I'll die today by my respect, bro. Nigga ain't finna play with me about no shit like this, man. And look at the shit I got myself into, bro. I didn't even have a choice, bro. That's all I'm saying. Nobody cares that the transgender's on y'all network, bro. I didn't have a choice. I came in because what I thought. Well, you have bro. Hold on. You have a choice with everything you do, player. Everything you do, you have a choice. So we're not gonna do that. Everything you do, you have a choice. Yes, you do. Everything anybody you interact with, you have a choice with.
All right, hey, so hey, choice. You do got a choice, bro. This is what I want to clear out with everything. Yes. Do we feel like
wait. Y'all saying I had a choice in that, bro? So y'all
bro,
right
you
now,
not, bro, bro.
so
Okay,
y'all saying that I chose to
bro,
be transgender.
bro, you steady talking, you not listening though, bro.
Like, nigga telling me I had a choice. I didn't have a choice, bro.
Bro, because you're not even fucking listening right now, bro. Like, I'm not gonna, like, bro, I'm trying to tell you what's up, bro. Like, cool. We not arguing about you feeling that Pookie should have told you. But yes, when Pookie put her hand on you, you could just say, nah, bro, I'm cool. You feel me? You could, bro. You had plenty of choices, bro.
I'm not doing that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Bro. Okay, hold on. I'm not switching nothing up. Okay, let me tell you something. If you go work a job, you're gonna do your research on your job, right?
Hold on. You gonna let me answer this question?
Yeah.
The same job that you talking about is the job that I came to this network with a person that both of y'all know.
Listen, you still, bro, you still cap. Okay, you did your research. So hold on, you say you did your research. So you see that we had. Listen, bro, I'm asking you the question so we could get this clear. Deja Vu, we done had 3 seasons. Trans on each season.
Part 1, Hookup.
Hold on, bro. Bro, listen, bro, come on. Deja Vu, guess what they still did on Deja Vu? Dated. Because guess what? We don't know nobody's preference.
I'm not here to talk about Deja Vu, brother. We gonna hook up.
Well, bro, you talking about now that's TV. When you keep saying y'all,
I'm not talking about now that's TV. If I'm talking about anybody, the network with all the other shows, y'all do y'all thing. I'm talking about something that I was a part of.
Nah, bro, come on. Okay, bro. So let me ask you this: If somebody say you're gonna go to a club and somebody tell you it's a gay club, you gonna go to it?
If somebody say go to the club and it's, what do you?
No, I'm saying somebody invite you to a club.
That's not what happened to me, brother. The person that told me to come to this so-called club told me it was a straight club, bro. I got it in text, bro. Do you want me to post a text and send it to y'all?
Bro, you keep talking about whoever you talking about. Listen, it's only me and Swag. We big producers around here. Yes. Ashley Malia. That's it, bro. So anything else you talking about is dead.
But what you just said, you said you Swag me. None of y'all knew me, brother. How did I get on the show then, man? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, nigga, you want to keep asking these questions. To be honest with you, Ashley and Malia. You want to keep.
I will say this. I didn't get to react to it because this was around the holidays and I didn't have time. Tilo's comparison, I don't think is the best. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Y'all not gonna give it back. It's not the best. Like him being asked to go to a gay club, it's like what? Like I'm just saying.
Yes, bro. Yes, that's.
I know those people, bro.
Well, bro, that's something else. Maybe somebody referred. I don't know. But I'm telling you, those my producers.
I definitely got referred, bro.
Bro, you trying to tell us how we run our business? I'm telling you what's up, bro.
I'm telling you.
So guess what, bro?
You gonna tell me who introduced me to the show though? That's crazy.
Bro, and guess what? Do you know their job title? What was their job title? The person that gave you.
It doesn't matter. They got me on the show, bro.
Oh, it don't matter because you that's
they got me on the show, bro.
You could have got it from the garbage man, bro. The janitor could be like, hey man, my homeboy want to get on TV.
So the janitor,
you do that shit all the time, bro.
The janitor got me on a major network with no goddamn interview, no nothing. I just walked straight through the door.
And bro, guess what, bro? If you sitting here, like, for one, we're gonna kill all that y'all stuff, bro. We're gonna kill all that y'all stuff. For one, man, bro.
One thing I've realized watching Now That's TV over the years, there's 2 words they don't like. Y'all and set up. John T, can you agree?
Sure don't. They don't like that at all.
That's why I feel like they hate me. But like, those are 2 words they do not like. Y'all and set up.
Cause who set up and who is y'all? Like y'all grown. Like,
first of all, man.
Bro, okay, let me ask you this.
I got violated, bro. Nobody's finna sit here and act like nigga, I got violated, brother. I didn't have a choice. Bro. Niggas just sitting here telling me that I had a fucking choice. You ain't got to blame your mama while you on TV with a transgender. I do.
Bro, listen. I understand everything that you're upset about.
I got no apology. I didn't get an apology, brother.
Bro, apology. We didn't tell you to go in there and do anything or talk to anyone.
Here we go again. Bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about, from a heterosexual man to a heterosexual man.
Bro, now I feel you. Okay. If you say, this is my thing, you say you didn't have a choice, but every other person in there had a choice to talk to whoever they want to talk to. And this is what I want you to understand.
Niggas knew the network.
And bro,
the nigga was like that.
And guess what? this is what I'm going to tell you, bro. Now That's TV, bro. We got different people with different preferences, bro. So guess what? Us having a heterosexual show is not going to always be the ideal because we know we have people that have different preferences.
You change that up, you should let niggas know.
We didn't change nothing up.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Like, bro,
Listen, bro.
I'm not gonna
At the end of the
lie.
day, bro, it's very simple. At the end of the day, it's very simple, bro. We're not here to out nobody or nothing like that. All right. Bro, you don't have to so with that's one thing. That's one thing. Number two. All right. Even in the trans community, they say, yo, hey, it's not for you to clock my T or anything like that. It's not. That's
Swag, speaking on behalf of T-Girl terminology, is diabolical. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh man, you're so messy.
I'm sorry. We're gonna continue. I'm sorry. Y'all know I go and say what's on my mind.
He's trying.
That's on them. If they that's cool. If they found that they want to play with the risk of not letting someone know, that's also on them. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like you said that you had no choice. At the end of the day, you had a choice of whoever you wanted to talk to or not to talk to. If you want to have any sexual encounters or not. At the end of the day, I told you, bro, I feel you. I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, like you kissing somebody else, doing some shit like that. But my thing is this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not on us with that. We have not done it. We haven't done it. We're not going to start. We haven't done it. We're not going to start doing it. We're not outing anybody. Let me finish. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We not outing nobody and we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming that shit on us because it's not like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You say you want an apology. What are we apologizing you for? You chose, if anything, you know what I'm saying, whatever choice you made, you know what I'm saying, is what choice you made. Now, if you feel like it was something else, that's on them because they tricked you if that was the case. This nigga said if that was the case. Oh, brother, hey, come on, man. Come on, y'all niggas ain't finna play. Now y'all niggas playing, brother.
Bro,
no, I'm not trying to play with you at all. I'm talking about it's on them.
No, he's talking about it's on them.
Yeah, all right, bro. You want to take everything I say to you? That's cool, bro. I'm not even talking about you, bro. I'm talking about them. All right, let me get my shit off. I came to the network. I knew shit about the person guaranteeing me that I got in the text message that this was a heterosexual TV show. Part one was that. The only reason why I even said I'd do it is because it was a heterosexual TV show. I come to the fucking network. I get to the show. Y'all put a transgender in there. That for some reason y'all are saying right now that niggas had a fucking choice when it's a dating show. When you come into a dating show, they tell you, yo, you need to get around and mingle, nigga. Go talk to people. I'm gonna talk to every woman that comes around me, nigga. They all coming around. This is the fucking purpose, to mingle, to hook up. So I'm talking to people, bro. If the person that I talk to just happen to be a transgender, you ain't gotta identify it first. That's cool. I understand that. Fuck it. But when a man shows interest in you, you should give him a fucking choice. Not embarrass the nigga on live television. This shit crazy, man. And niggas just so once again, you were saying the same thing that we said. Let me finish, bro.
Saying the same thing we saying, bro.
Let me finish. No, niggas is not saying that, bro. Because niggas is telling me you had a choice to talk to whoever. Nigga, the nigga pulled up on me. I'm thinking it's a hoe. Of course I'm gonna talk to her. What y'all niggas tripping, bro? I did not have a choice. I did not have a choice, bro. The nigga would have told me, yo, I'm a transgender. This shit would have never happened, bro. I would have kept that shit. Yo, I fuck with y'all, respect you. We're not knocking that. We didn't knock that. We did not knock that. But that one time did we say that? You had a choice to talk to whoever. You're right, bro. But still, I still would have talked to that one because I'm talking to every girl on the show, bro. I'm going to talk and get to know everybody, bro. I'm going to talk and get to know everybody. So y'all trying to tell me like, this nigga he's supposed to know, bro. Don't play these games with me, bro. Ain't no nigga supposed to know that's a nigga, bro. Not me. I know nothing about this. Listen. I never said that. We didn't say that at all. Not one time did we say that. The people that you getting mad at us about, we ain't say that. That was somebody else that said that, and we ain't say that. Now, well, all right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it right there. I'm going to add some new callers in, you guys. So we're talking the whole Pookie situation. We're talking the hookup, okay? So I'm going to add in about 3 new people. What is going on, Charlie? Turn me off in the background, Charlie.
All right, hold on.
All right, what is going on, Lola? And then also, what is going on, Miss Parker? What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I still hear myself in the background of somebody. Okay, we're good now. All right, what's up? All right, so we're talking the hookup. So let's start off with Charlie. What do you think about the whole situation? We've been talking about it, of course, in the Discord. So what do you think?
I believe it's Mr. Ratburn Tilo's fault. He did all this because, in my opinion, I do believe that he specified and said part 1 was straight because even Kelvin just said, you said part 1 was straight. I don't believe that he specified that in the second part because, again, like I said last time, they got Isaiah and his whole harem that's coming there the next episode. So I don't believe
not
that
Isaiah the new Shabazz.
I don't believe that he said, "Oh yeah, it's straight." This part, I don't believe that. My second thing is, I do understand what they're talking about, where they said you have a choice because who goes into a back room with somebody that's 19 named Pookie? The only Pookies I know are older than 50 years old. Why are you why are you going in a room with somebody named Pookie? You had a choice. You don't have to do that. Now Pookie, I believe
Hmm.
she thought that they knew.
Hmm.
I believe she thought that they knew, and that's why she didn't say anything. I do believe Ray Face knew. You live in Atlanta. There's no way that you didn't know. There's no way you didn't know.
Why do you think he tried to cap on it though? Like afterwards.
Because he probably seen the band watching it, and she gonna say something to him. I don't believe he actually cared. Just like my honest opinion, I don't believe Calvin care. I don't believe Calvin knew because he like hard face hoes. Look at flat face, fat ass head. He was all over her Mexican Jordans. I don't believe that he knew, but I believe the only reason he got upset is because it was on camera. Because after he found out, he was chill, everything was cool, and then he started spazzing on the internet because other people found out. But
Mm.
my honest opinion, I feel like the only reason why it's stigmatized is because now y'all ladies don't kill me now, but I believe a lot of heterosexual women will tell if they found out a man was messing with a trans woman
Hmm.
would be like, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. Not even he's bisexual, he's gay. But I
Mm.
don't believe like for instance, if somebody messed with Savannah, how are they gay? Savannah got a whole coochie. How are they gay for messing with Savannah? That's my whole thing. It's so stigmatized. And then for
Right.
ET and her Mexican George to sit here and be like, that's my issy. But then you get mad when the dude that you want her, and you weaponize Pookie for being trans. That's why I don't like ET. That whole thing was messy. But it was Mr. Ratburn's fault, and fat ass Sway, it was their fault.
Now, okay, what I want to get one more question in on you, Charlie. Like, what do you think about the whole situation that I just played with the live and everything like that? Like Kelvin feeling like betrayed by now this TV. Should he feel the same way towards ET because ET knew and allowed something to happen, and then afterwards said something?
Yeah, my whole thing. I understand. You got to be like, I'm from the hood. I didn't know. Da da da. But I feel like if you were that upset, you should have had that same reaction on the show. You should be mad at ET as well because she let you do it. Like she ain't going to say, "Hey, let me put you aside before you go do that." My friend is trans. She let you go into the closet. She even said, "I'm gonna let you do that," and then come back and give you a surprise. So she did it on purpose to embarrass you, but you still messing with her. That to me that don't make no sense.
Okay. Now, Mrs. Parker, what do you think about this whole situation?
I'm pretty much feeling the same way he did. Tilo and them old that bad kind of they do owe him an apology. If nothing else, just give him an apology to keep
Uh-huh.
him from probably trying to take them to court or something. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
me, I don't feel like he would have a suit though.
He might not. We pretty much know that he might not because nothing happened. But
Mhm.
had something happened, Pookie would have got hurt. Then this would have been a big mess. Instead of
Right.
them keep bringing up deja vu and stuff. No, if you told me that this show was not like that, especially the first part, and it wasn't like that, it was all heterosexual men and women in there. He's thinking the same thing with the second part because that is what he was told. Now you don't want to call nobody out. Well, it's not our place to call nobody out or bring nobody out the closet. If they want to do that, then they okay. Well, then what you would do is say, hey, we mixing it up now. It is a transgender in here, whether it's a man or woman. It's up to y'all to find out or something like that. But you
Now,
don't let
see,
them go in blind.
I don't. To me, I feel like if they worded it like that, that would have been real problematic. To be like, it's up to y'all to find out. But I get where you going with that, though. Okay, another thing too. What would you think would have been the most appropriate time for Pookie to have said something? Would it be right before in the closet during her introduction? What do you think?
I think it should have been right there in the closet. When you figured out that this man is getting ready to kiss you or y'all might be getting ready to get intimate, then you say, wait a minute, before we go any further,
Mhm.
I have something to tell you. I think, I don't think she had to walk into the house and say, hello, I'm a trans,
Right,
she didn't have to do that. Now, as far
right.
as ET, child, I probably would have did the same thing. I would have been messy as shit.
if that was a nigga I was messing with and I liked, and you go gone on over there with another gal, I'd have been like, okay, bye bye. And then after y'all did what y'all did, it was like,
But
damn.
okay, let's say if you were to do that though, like the dude, he should have all rights to not want to be with you anymore because it's like if you could allow me to be in a situation like this where my life may be impacted. Somebody's mic in the background is like real loud. Who's
It sounded
that?
like somebody moving around or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. No, but okay, if that were the case though, if this happened to a dude though that you talking to, you couldn't be angry though if the dude say, "Hey, I'm not messing with you," because like, damn, like that's crazy. What you
Well,
think?
see, I wouldn't even be mad because I'd be like, well, you didn't want me anyway. You wanted her.
But okay, but no, that's another thing though. What if he didn't know? He did not know.
Guess what? He
So
still
you're
wanted.
thinking he knew.
Listen, I don't care what they say. You have just a little, And let me tell you something. Pookie is pretty. She
Yeah,
is, and
she
she
is.
can pass. But
Yeah.
at a certain point in that closet, you can hear the voice. It's just certain things you could look at. I would have told from her voice it's nothing else. I'd have
Mm.
been like, well, you kind of a little deep there. I just feel like a little piece of him might have knew a little
But he just
something.
wasn't 100% like sure of it.
Right. It's something he something. He knew a little something something, but he just wasn't putting his all into it because he was so fasted to think he was getting something in that
So see, this
closet.
is a great a great comment too. Someone said a biological woman can have deep voices as well.
Yeah, they could, but I don't know. I kind of can tell a biological woman deep voice because I think a man deep voice pretty much they're trying to make it soft. If that
Hmm.
makes sense, they trying to soften it up,
So you
but
feel like it's a difference between a
it's a
trans
different.
voice and then a biological woman voice.
But you
Okay.
can't say that though, because listen to
Yeah,
Ari.
like
You
Biggie.
can't listen to Ari though. Ari sounds like a girl. Ari looks like she was born a woman, but she's trans, so it's not always the same. Now, my opinion, Pookie's like 5'10" with a size 12 foot. You should have knew that she was trans,
Charlie.
but
And
that's just me.
maybe the jaw like line too. But
Okay.
Pookie is pretty. Like it would have been hard for him to do that. But if I was ET, I still would just let him go on. Because girl, you're second fiddle now.
Okay.
He wanted Pookie.
Well, afterwards, for what we see on the episode 2, it didn't seem to matter because they were, all together and everything. Now, Lola, what do you think about everything?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I do think from what and I only watched it because I heard you was doing a review yesterday on your
Hmm.
last live.
Yeah.
Um, I think everybody is more focused on Pookie being embarrassed or whatever, but it seems like she's already been known for being a transgender because she's on a previous show. So I'm not
Mhm.
sure. It's not like she can technically be outed because she's already on the network as a transgender.
Right. The only
Um,
the I feel like the embarrassment part is with her being in a room with a bunch of straight heterosexual people that, are looking at her as like the alien in the room. That's where I think people are feeling bad for her being embarrassed. Not her being trans in real life. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
But in that scene.
And
But
let
I
me just
think a
say,
lot
Yeah.
of
she was
people
as better than the real women in that room. I'm not lying.
I think people though aren't also looking at Kelvin, I think is his
Hmm.
name, his
Yeah, that's
point
his
of
name.
view,
Yeah.
because a lot of people, in the Black community, as you know,
Hmm.
like they're not going to care that you didn't know that that was a transgender. They're just going to say like, "Oh, you kissed a transgender," or whatever the case may be. So like I'm sure he's having a lot of backlash as well from
Mm.
this and being
Right.
embarrassed. But everybody is more so focused on you know, Pookie having to say that she was a transgender, which I don't think is the network's responsibility. I think it would be her responsibility to come out and say, to disclose this information, especially if you're going on a dating show and
Hmm.
this is what you're supposed to be getting to know everybody and things could possibly happen on the show. Like you don't think that's your responsibility to let people know?
Now, what do you think would have been the right time for her to say? Would it have because Ms. Parker says she said it should have been the closet. Do you think it should have been the introduction with everybody? What do you think?
Um, I don't know. I don't know when the right time is
Hmm.
because I think everybody should. I think as long as it's done before anything like that happens, it's fine because let that person make that decision if they want to be involved in that scenario. It's like you did kind of take that from that person to make that decision. If he likes transgenders, that's
Hmm.
fine. That would have been no issue if that's what he likes. But to knowingly, well, I think they Pookie said that she was under the impression that everybody knew or
Hmm.
whatever. Um, which I'm not sure how true that is if she's just trying to cover her end or not.
Mm.
But it's like that's I feel like that's kind of their responsibility to let someone know if you know that this is what this show entails. It's not
Hmm.
like you went on there to this is not Big Brother where you're,
Mm. I know
something.
that's my show. Child,
This is
they Big
specifically
Brother, by
for
the way, did
dating.
have a trans, and she announced it like right away. Like when they do all of the casts, like
Hmm.
usually on Big Brother, it's the first day, right? Everybody go into the house, and then like everybody get up and introduce themselves, be like, "Hey, my name Pierre." Da da da. So she said it like off the bat. She
Yeah.
was the only trans they've had on the history. It was if y'all want to go back and watch, it was Big Brother 17. So there's shows that have done, certain stuff in relation to this too. So that was
Hmm.
on season 17. What do you think about ET's role in this? Like, would you have done, let's say if you feeling on a dude or whatever, and then the dude ends up catching the attention of a T girl, but you know her T, he don't know her T. What would you have done? Like, what do you think of ET's role in this whole situation?
I think ET definitely was being messy, but ET also knows TV, so she knew what was going to get the ratings.
Mm,
I think that if she truly does like Kelvin and had his best interest, she would have told him before it even happened. Like even before they was hanging out. Like when they came in the house, I would have told my friend, like, hey, just so you know, X, Y, and Z. I wouldn't have
mm.
waited and for them to have a conversation or any of that because now look how everything is playing out. I don't even know how they're together. Like I feel like he trying to get his lick back or something like that because ain't no
Now,
way.
what would a link back for stuff like that be? You
I
think
have
it
no clue,
evil?
but it got to be something.
He probably is trying to get his lick back. He gonna make ET fall crazy in love and then just drop her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna
Now,
be something because ain't no
let's
way.
talk YBZ. The YBZ dude, if you watch the second episode, y'all saw how he reacted. Like he was like, "Oh, he picked up the ball and everything like that." There, to me,
Mhm.
there's dudes to me that somebody's Mike,
Is it me?
please. Okay, there's dudes that to me like if they overreact and when it comes to anything gay, I feel like they're the most suspect ones. So,
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
did
That's
you think
true.
about YBZ in that whole situation?
I
He's a
absolutely agree. I don't think that you sitting next to a transgender or you sitting next to a gay person, that's not going to turn you gay. Like you either like them or you don't. So I don't understand what the outrage was about.
wait. Was the fat T Pain still there?
Was the what? Oh
Fat
yes,
T Pain.
he
Like him
was
getting
still
he
there.
didn't get enough. That just irked my soul because it's like no one's even going to talk to you throughout that whole show. So you really think that Pookie wants you? Like, come on now, come on,
Everybody
man.
needs love.
Like
Right.
Where RuPaul said, everybody say love,
even
okay?
with YBZ, like you in there trying to make homeboys with everybody. The white girl didn't even want you. Now all of a
Right.
sudden you acting crazy over Pookie over a situation that had nothing to do with you. Like I be saying in the Discord, all he do is sit on his TikTok and bash women that he dated. Like
And you
it's
talking YBZ.
yeah, it's weird. Like that the whole thing is just weird. I don't even think, my honest opinion, I don't even think YBZ is like one of them people who like trans. I believe he one of them people who like boys. In my honest opinion, that's just me.
Allegedly.
Yeah. See, he wasn't even
I
trying
thought
to
the same.
holler
I'm
at
not
none
gonna
of.
lie. It gives that to me. Like what
He
Cash
wasn't
them say
messing
gives
with
that
none of the
set.
girls. Like
Yeah.
he was like acting desperate, trying to get with some of the girls, but the whole time he was trying to make friends with all the guys. It's like you're on a show trying to meet a match, not make a homeboy. The only ones
Hmm.
that you hooked up with, you tried to get with was the white girl. She didn't want you, and then you went to
Right.
Nola. Nola with everybody. It's like at this point you just grabbing straws. At this point,
Yeah. He just grabbing Noah
Yeah.
because he needed somebody to stay there. And he liked the white girl, and that was the only one that he really was into, but he was mainly there to have a good time with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So for him to
Literally.
jump up and act all like that, I don't like guys that do that, because that makes me
That's a red
suspect about
flag
you.
times 10.
Yeah, you
Yo
know,
guys consider
because
that a red flag.
you daggone
Yes.
right.
Like
Because any
he
real
probably,
man is more so like, I'm not worried about you sitting beside me. A
yeah,
real
it
man
didn't
could
even happen
party
to
with a
him.
gay
So
guy. You know, they ain't. You know, they ain't
Mm,
all.
he
Oh,
probably
you
was
gonna
more
give me
so,
something? You know.
he's
mm.
probably mad he wasn't the one in the closet. That's probably what the issue was.
Now that would have been a very interesting situation had that have been him instead of Kelvin in there. Now I'm gonna add in two more callers. So what's going on,
Okay.
Bootsy, and then also what's going on, V? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hello.
Hello, what's up? What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Hi. What's up?
All right, yes, V. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Oh my God. Honestly, like, it's really crazy. So I just want to start off like, it's pretty clockable, but like I'm trans. But like I'm 26 years old, and so like I've spent like time, uh, living as like a gay male before being trans. But I don't know. Like I personally, like I was a really big like ET fan. Like I've watched ET from like I think like the start. But I've never really gone into like her like social media stuff. But like this episode was just like really crazy. It's like I don't know. It kind of gave like major like pick me vibes, you know? Like, and I hate to say that because like I always try to give like the girls like the benefit of the doubt. But like yeah, it was just really interesting. Very like I
Now,
don't
V,
know.
you being a trans woman yourself, what do you think is the appropriate time to tell another man that may be interested in you, maybe sexually, like that? Hey, I am trans.
I think it really kind of has to do with like the situation at hand. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, depending, whatever it is that you're in, like you have the right to say like when you should. I don't know. I feel like you're just knowledge. If you're trans and you're that far into it, like you have the knowledge to know like what's right and wrong.
Now,
But I don't think it's her responsibility to like walk in and just be like, hey, like I'm trans, like da 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 da. Like it's just weird. Like
Now, can I
Can
say
I ask a
something about
question?
that?
yes. Oh, my bad.
I just want to say something really fast about the whole. I think, my honest opinion, I feel like she should have announced it before. Like, I feel like she should have pulled him to the side and announced it, and
Yeah,
just
that
made that shit
part.
like him.
Yeah, she
But
probably should have did it that way.
my
She
whole
should
thing
have
is, I feel
definitely
like,
said something prior before even like putting hands on another person in any way. Like if you even felt like, it's getting heated or anything like that, or it's spicy, like, maybe make that known. Like, but then again, like, I don't know. The whole situation alone, it's just like everyone is like fucked regardless. You know what I mean? Like you're just everyone's screwed on every end. It's a
because
bad situation.
I feel like this. I feel like this. Like if you're a trans woman, like at a bar or something, you just hanging out with your girlfriends or whatever, and a dude come and
Mhm.
ask you for your number. I don't feel like it's your responsibility to be like, "Hey, I'm trans." I had somebody in
Yeah,
comments
out
that
of
was
the
trans.
gate, it's just kind of weird. Like I
Right,
said, like if the situation you can tell is getting like heated and spicy, and it's
right,
like, oh, this guy's kind of like persuading his self
right,
towards me, or then
but
right.
okay. But
that's why I
like
don't like. That's why I don't like it though. Everybody's trying to make it seem like Pookie's supposed to announce it as soon as she walked in.
that part,
Her
No,
whole
yeah,
no.
personality is not being trans. She's a woman.
exactly,
It's not about
exactly,
I'm Pookie, I'm trans. I want everybody to know that. Some people make that her personality. That's not her whole
yeah, yeah, yeah,
personality. So why
yeah.
she
No.
announced that to everybody? Isaiah not coming in saying, "Hey, I like boys" when he does that. So why does
We
Pookie
can
need to
tell it's
automatically
Isaiah. Let me
announce
stop.
that?
I'm
Yes,
joking.
Isaiah got a nice big old butt. You could pretty much
Isaiah's house is
tell.
fatter than mine.
Yeah, he got a
I'm joking.
But it's a lot more different because you're the only trans
Mhm.
female on a cast with pretty much all hetero. So it's like for your own safety, just put it out there like, hey, this is me, this is who I am. And boom, if you fuck with it, great. If you don't, you don't. And I just feel like two things could be right at the same time. I feel like Pookie could have probably said something privately
Mhm.
or something before it went wherever it went. And I feel like
Yeah,
production,
yeah,
and I also feel like production definitely set everybody up because at the end of the day, that could have went way left because that's a liability. Because the
yeah.
show is called The Hookup, And some of the cast members, if they really want to take it forward, they can say it's sexual assault. Because like, why didn't you notify me that this person is a trans female and I'm not trans attractive and none of that. That can be considered that. And I don't think people or anybody's really looking at it from that perspective. So for now that's TV to play those games,
It's
they
definitely
play the
deceiving.
dangerous game.
I
But
understand what you're
That's
saying
coming
that he
from,
was
but
accepted.
still,
attracted.
Because if you put it on the other side, people will be like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, why didn't you say this, day, and the third? And you could put any scenario on it. It's just fucked up.
Well,
I
And
you
agree
you're
know
with
putting
what?
you,
You
but
said
still, you're
something
hooking up
about
with
Big
somebody you don't
Brother.
know. You hooking up with somebody you don't know. So, like, I believe Pookie should have told him, but at the end of the day, you walked into a closet with somebody that you don't even know. We're not even sitting there
no.
meeting
That's
them
why I
within the
said
first
there to
15
me.
minutes.
Well,
So
it
you
is
got to
the
take
Right at the
some
hookup.
same
type of
time,
responsibility.
they made
But
it.
I mean, like, the first 15 minutes, you got to take some type of responsibility. Like, damn, I don't even know this person. Let me figure out
Yeah,
this person a little bit. You just walked into a closet because you like, oh, I seen her. She bad. Let's go into a closet. See what happened. You got to take some
But you
type of
know, at that
responsibility.
time,
Yeah.
they
that's
just
just
thinking with their
responsibility. But
dick.
I put more
Wait,
So
one,
That
responsibility
part.
on production.
That part.
if they could get it in 5 minutes, that's what they
wait,
would
one
have
at a time,
did.
one at a time, one at a time. Go ahead, Bootsy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like to me, at the end of the day, the individuals that should have said something or put it before on the contracts, like, hey, season 2 is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have different cast members on the cast. So before
Yep.
you sign this contract, this is what's going on. That way, everyone is, aware of what's going on because it is a setup, and that's
Yep.
not
I
fair
don't
to
even.
anybody.
I
And
don't even
even with
think.
ET, what she did was trifling too. That's some shicey shit.
She could have got
Hey, the
some
first
money.
one.
She's
Yeah.
shicey for that.
Mhm.
She
Now,
is shicey for that.
if you were in ET's position though, what would you have done? Like, would you have warned Kelvin like beforehand, or like what would you have done?
Honestly, I wouldn't be on that show, but because I consume and watch it, if I was ET and because I was attracted to him, I would have given that respect. Like, hey, just to let you know, Pookie is trans.
Mhm.
If you with it, great. But I wouldn't go after him after that because then you look desperate. You look weird. You just look weird.
Honestly, though, like, okay,
It
this is
looks
just me
weird.
interjecting.
Right.
I don't know. I just think, like, personally, like, I think ET should have just went to Pookie first. Like, honestly, because, like, I don't know, me personally, like, I'm like hoes before bros. You know what I mean? So I'm like, take it up with the girls and then deal with the guys later. You know what I mean? Like,
You
I
feel
don't
like
know.
ET should have went up to her and been like, you feel like Pookie should have went up to ET and been, no, you feel like ET should have went up to Pookie and be like, hey, you're not gonna tell him your tea, basically.
Yeah, and if she,
Okay.
if she felt like, oh, like I like him, she should have said that, and then maybe they could have like dealt with it. However, but like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree with
know.
that.
It was just, it was very
Girl,
like
girl code.
just very, I don't know, very weird,
I
man. I
think
hate to see
ET
this,
wasn't her
especially
friend
for
to
ET.
begin with,
Like,
though, because who would do that to
That's
their
some
friend?
girl code. Because
No,
at
I
the end of the day,
wouldn't
if
have
you
said
like
nothing.
she
somebody,
said
Cause
that
that's
though
my
too. She
friend.
said
I'm
she didn't
not
even
gonna
know her
say
like
it.
that. Like,
Wait, Miss Parker, you say you wouldn't have said nothing because that's your friend.
Listen, if her and Pookie was friends, right?
Mhm. Okay.
I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend T. You know what I mean? That's gonna be strictly up to her if she want to tell him once they got in that closet that she was a trans,
You in this
woman.
closet, I swear to God.
I just
Huh?
think it's a
You're the
dangerous
only one bringing it up.
situation. I
yeah,
don't
that's
think they
nothing to
could have
play with.
put it in a contract either, because technically, if Pookie identifies as a girl, then
Mhm.
it would still be a heterosexual show. It wouldn't
exactly.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing
But
is
at
that
the
that's
same time, it's like,
listen, when
listen.
you said that on Big Brother, she said it right away, right?
Yes,
Hmm.
But you can bet the network told her, hey, you have to tell them
I
because
think so too.
yeah, because they
Because
don't
it's
want
more
these
of
type of
money on the
problems.
line. Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to
Yeah,
introduce
but this is now
this
that's
new
TV.
concept,
Like
you
they
should give
don't.
Right.
everybody the choice to be okay with
This
it.
is the bottom.
They
Stop.
ain't even trying to give the boy a damn apology.
Especially if a lot, if allegedly the men are all straight. So we don't know their tea behind the scenes. And who
Right.
wants to
Because
be
okay, that is a good defense on Now That's TV's, and because a lot of the cast, the male cast that we do see on the on even a little bit of Zeus too, a lot of them be with the stuff. So it's like that could be their defense because it's like you know, they be into the T girls, they be into the gay boys. So it's like, who cares at this point? It's up to the person to feel it. Now, I feel like if anything were to happen legally, I feel like a lot of it would fall on Pookie and not on Others TV. That's how I feel like it would end up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Yeah, because
Because
she
yeah.
there's
because
other people
she
that
Oh
she's
did it.
not
yeah.
responsible to
Who
put it
is
out
that
there.
sounding like
Technically,
they moaning? Talking about, oh yeah.
all right.
Miss Parker.
No, because that's true. That's facts. That's
She's the
facts.
only
That's
one
so
that
real.
had the
Like,
responsibility to come out and disclose that because she's saying she don't want nobody to clock her teeth, but you didn't clock nothing. So you would be who else would be responsible besides her?
Wait, say that again, Bootsy. Bootsy. Wait, say that again. We didn't hear you. Wait, say that again. We didn't hear you. Cut off in the beginning. Bootsy, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're not on mute. You just sound far away. Oh, babes, we're gonna add you back. Okay, I'm gonna add in a couple more people. Hold on, hold on.
But the
All
whole
right.
thing is like, for instance, right? Everybody know. Well, I don't know if everybody know, but like we was talking to Discord, Omar is one of the
Hello?
girls, but ain't nobody seen nothing to him when he's sitting in the back.
Hello?
That's why I don't understand it.
I
Yes.
hope you can
All right. I
hear.
just added in. Yes, I just added in two more callers. I just added in. You put hair whole time as your name, and then Virgo Daddy. So, what do you think about the whole situation?
So I know the girls are gonna fight me, but this
Mhm.
is a discussion, so I don't want no problems. But I feel like everybody had like a fault. Like I feel like Pookie should I feel like with some trans, they're happy to say they're trans until it's time to admit to a straight person that or a straight guy that they're into. Now, I don't feel like Pookie should have came in with a trans tattoo over her head and I'm trans, I'm trans. I don't think she should have did that. But to me, when he went in the closet, you should have told him that. Like that's just how I feel. And then I feel like, of course, ET was doing it to be messy. She was mad that Pookie took her nigga.
Mm.
And I mean, the trans is looking fine. Can you blame them? Like they looking good, you know. But I feel like she did it to be messy. But again, this is now that's TV, and what do you
Mhm.
expect? And I feel like it wasn't production's job, honestly, to say. I feel like it wasn't production's job. I feel like it was Pookie because Pookie is the one who's dealing with him. So I don't know. I wasn't with it. And I feel like also the guy who went in the closet, that was on him for being so thirsty. You need to sit
Mm.
here. Nowadays,
mm-hmm.
you do have to ask, these trans, are they women or even us women? You have to ask because these trans are looking fire, like, and you're
Right.
not able to tell. So now, as a man, if I was a man, I would, ask first, especially if you're on national TV. So to me, it should be a huge lesson learned on why you don't drop your drawers so fast.
A
How long is
D-discipline.
the dating show? Like, do we know how long it's usually filmed?
2 weeks. They there for 2 weeks.
Stop,
Oh, so they got to
Charlie.
hurry up.
2 weeks. That's the
24
whole
hours,
issue.
I'm
Y'all there for
scared.
2 weeks.
Is it really 2 weeks?
It's around that range. I ain't
Yes.
gonna
No.
lie.
The first one
Yeah.
they
Oh,
said they
so they got
recorded
to
it for
get
a
in
week.
and
The
get to know
first one.
people.
Yeah,
Literally,
it's around weekly ranges from what I know. Now, also another thing I wanted to talk about was just transphobia in general, because like you stated, it's okay to it should be okay for men to ask questions. Some men don't feel like they are all like safe to ask because they'll feel like, let's say if they are not the woman is not a T girl, they're gonna feel like I'm offending a woman because I just asked if they were a T girl or not. What do you think about that? Because that's a whole topic in itself.
I've honestly I've been asked before,
Mhm.
but like it was like when I was out of the country or something like that. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little offended, but
Okay.
then I was like, these trans are looking bomb as fuck, and I took it as a compliment because I mean the trans that I've come across, they
Mhm.
are fire. I'm not hating. I give props when it's due. So at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little offended, but I feel like in the world we are in now, it's not as clockable as it used to be. So I
Mm.
feel like it's a fair question to ask. Like, of course, a real woman, a biological woman, doesn't want
hmm
to be asked that. But I mean, hey, it's a
All right.
different world now.
yeah, it's
Now,
definitely
Virgo Maddie,
necessary
what do you
now.
think about the whole Pookie situation? We haven't heard from you.
Okay, so nobody feel a way about anything I'm gonna say. I'm just a very honest person. I love
Mhm.
all genders,
Mhm.
but in my opinion, I'm not saying Pookie should always just, wear the, like as she said, the trans label on her head.
Mhm.
But for example, right, when Bria was on Zeus
Yes.
and she stated on the bus in front of everybody she was trans,
Right.
right? And I feel like
Well, I
if
got a follow up
productions,
on that, but go ahead. Go ahead.
mhm. And I feel like if production isn't gonna be the one to say it, you should be the one to say it.
Mm,
And I feel like one of the reasons she doesn't say it is because she's young. She's like what, 19,
yeah.
20.
Mhm.
She's not, I feel like she's still wearing the she still thinks in her head kind of that she's like woman. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
So
biologically women. Right. Go
yeah,
ahead.
so I feel like when she argues and she be like, "Oh, I got, a vagina,"
Which is a
which is
lie.
That's the part I
I
can't get with. I don't like that because because you got it. The reason why I don't like that part of it, because I thought
mhm,
at first she was trolling, but she said it again. The reason why is because it's like you make it like a thing for other trans women that actually may have a vagina and other dudes thinking that they don't, or then thinking that every other trans woman is lying. You get what I'm saying? And that's the
yeah.
part but it seemed like she was trolling a little bit, but I don't know.
No,
I
I
thought
I
she
thought
was
she was telling the
joking.
But
truth until I went on that Twitter and I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, I thought she was joking because it's like everybody. All you gotta do is go to her Twitter. You can see that she's clearly lying.
Yeah.
But
even
as she said it again, I'm like, okay, so this hoe is trying to make people believe she got a coochie.
Right. That's why I'm like, wait a minute now.
wait, so
Go
she
ahead, go ahead.
doesn't?
No. I thought she
She
Savannah
was
is the
doesn't have
only one with
okay.
a coochie.
So
Savannah is the only one.
so
yeah.
okay. I don't know if y'all remember this, but maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I might be.
Mhm.
But it was an episode of Doll's House, and
Mhm.
Pookie was twerking in the camera with a dress on, and her dress was lifted all the way up, and you can
Yes.
see the
Yeah.
back of, you know, I didn't see no, no
No
genitals
print.
or nothing like that. To me, it looked at like how a girl looks when they twerk and bend over. Like, and then I don't know if it was tugged. How I don't know how that looks
That
specifically.
was just a good tuck, sis. That's
Yeah,
You're
that
right,
was
right,
just a
right.
good tuck.
I don't specifically know, but
Uh-huh.
Pookie had on a thong, and I thought it was a vagina. So I thought, actually that was. So if she
Yeah.
doesn't have a vagina, and even if you do have that surgery, you still do not have the muscles. And all right, that's beyond the point. But the
Jay Nasty,
ET
you're wrong.
situation, all right. I I don't know the surgery. I've never seen a
Mhm.
trans hoo
Oh
ha,
no, no, they were joking. They were
Mhm.
joking in the comments.
but
Don't worry, don't worry.
But to my understanding, the surgery is you get your thing pushed back up into you.
Oh, that seems
Yeah.
painful.
I'm not a
Well,
medical
there's
doctor,
like
so I'm not going to
multiple.
confirm. Go ahead.
That
There's
that's I'm
like
that's from my understanding. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I heard.
if I'm not mistaken, there's like two different surgeries. Where there's like one that like it does get like brought up into you, and then there's ones where they take pieces off and still keep other parts on. Like if I'm being
Hmm.
honest, like it really kind of depends on like the individual. Like
Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, when I think of a vagina, I just think of something that bleeds, has discharge, etc. That's all. But besides that point, the ET thing,
Mhm.
um, I don't know if Pookie and ET are friends, like close friends or good friends or anything like that.
Mhm.
But if female to female, if we're friends and I know that this is a dude that you like or talking to, it don't even matter if it's not your dude. Like there's so many dudes in the world, there's other dudes in the house, etc. So it's like I don't have to specifically go after your dude, but if you're my friend, I'm not going, and I know that's somebody you're rocking with, I'm not gonna go after him. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Now, one thing to backtrack to what you said earlier. You know how you
yes,
mentioned the Bria thing, right?
yes,
Yeah, you know how the Bria thing happened. She said it
yes.
to everybody, and it still ended up being a thing. Because guess what? Turtle said, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear it."
Mm-hmm.
So, what, like in instances like that, what's a girl to do? Because it's like I still told my tea, but all of a sudden, people decided they didn't want to listen, magically didn't hear, and now they have an issue because I was feeding them Tic Tacs in their mouth.
Well, the whole point
I think that's
is
just an
do that
excuse,
so it's
though.
in 4K. Bria did it, it
Mm.
was in 4K.
For like
So
safety, you're saying?
you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying, for
Okay.
proof, for multiple reasons. You know what I mean? You say it right in front of everybody, hey, I'm trans. Whatever happens from there, then it's on the other person. You get what I'm saying? You cannot
Yeah.
blame the trans themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Because they made it a known thing. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Right.
I'm with you.
But
I'm with
but
you.
with the ET thing, I feel like one, like I said, since Pookie doesn't really feel like she needs to say that because she kind of feels like she's woman. She did that going in the closet with him. Of course, she's not gonna say, "Hey, I'm trans, do you still want to mess with me?" Or da, da, da. Because if that's the case, she would have never even took it that far with him to begin with. You get what I'm saying? If she didn't feel like basically like this, if I'm your friend and I'm a biological woman and he's rocking with me, what makes you think that you can talk to the same guy as me if you're a trans? You get what I'm saying? Like, what
But
makes
some
you
dudes
think that the
though,
guy I'm gonna talk? Go ahead.
some dudes though are into both. Some dudes are
Right.
into trans and they're
But
into
what makes you
women.
think that though? Like, what makes you just so prone to think that, oh, if he's talking to a regular female, I can talk to him too as a trans? What makes you feel like that?
See, this is where I disagree, right?
And that makes it
Because
even like to tack
this
on to what you
Trans
said
men
when you
think
said
could be
some
bisexual.
dudes are into like trans and some dudes are into women. Like it's a known thing now. So that's another reason why she shouldn't have been afraid to say it. Like you can't be
Right.
out and proud about being a tranny
I
one minute, but
agree.
then when it's time to admit that you're a tranny to a guy that you don't know if he's into that, you can't hide that. You don't get to pick and choose when you get to hide it. I don't
Yeah,
like that personally.
I
It's not
agree.
fair to the other person, but also once again, he shouldn't have been thirsty and been willing to drop his jaws for anything. So
Right.
he's to blame too. But I don't know. I just feel like as a trans, you don't have to like, say it when you first meet someone, but definitely if it's getting sexual or definitely if you can tell that the person is
Right.
interested, give them the choice. It should not be forced on them
And it's a
and not them
dating
have the
show.
choice. That's weird.
just to
Th-
combat something that
This
the
is
other
a dating show.
Go ahead,
um
Charlie.
So
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Charlie.
said before that, how you
Mhm.
said what makes you think that you can talk to the same type of guy as me? This is I don't think women understand. A large portion of quote unquote heterosexual men are into trans women. They
I
will
don't hear
never.
nothing.
Can you hear me?
I
I
can hear
hear
you,
you.
Charlie.
Oh, they
I
will.
hear
Yeah.
They
you.
will never. They will never admit it. That's why if you Google it, trans porn is like one of the most watched things because a lot of men are into it. But because women have in their mindset, if you
you
like a
said
trans
trans
woman,
warrior?
No, trans
trans
porn. Corn.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that's because a lot of heterosexual women have it in their mindset. If you
the
mess with a
search
trans
says
woman,
lady wet dangling, basically. I know I be
e-
seeing that.
even if they have the surgery, they're going to automatically equate to you being gay, even though they're not gay. They're not attracted to men
Hmm.
looking at them. We are attracted to what we see. So when a man is attracted to a trans woman, 9 times out of 10, it's because they see a soft face, big lips, big titties, fat ass. They're not automatically thinking that, and then they start
Yeah, they
messing with
thinking
them.
what they dingling, basically.
Yeah, and then
That's
you
what that
start messing
says.
with one. Even if one has a surgery, a lot of women will automatically say, "I'm not gonna mess with you because you mess with a trans woman. You gay," and that does not
Yeah.
make them gay. That's why I hate it because trans men, women to men don't get this same
I don't
stigmatization.
think
That's
he's
very
gay.
true.
They don't get that. Just like with
Mm.
lesbians and gay men, lesbians don't get that. Oh, I'm not gonna. But gay men do. It's the same with trans women and trans men. You don't see this debate with trans men. Oh, she gay because she messed with a trans man. They don't think that. She's straight because she's messing with a trans man. But if it's a man messing with a trans woman, he's automatically gay. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, that wasn't my debate. I didn't
Wait, go ahead.
say me.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
You talking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I said, oh, okay. That wasn't my debate though. I don't think like that. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying specifically that I feel like Pookie, should say something if she's on a dating show, and and it's like you said that some men, heterosexual men, are attracted to both. Like that's what you said, right,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Charlie?
Yeah, that's what I said.
So if you're attracted to both, you're no longer a heterosexual male.
But that's
You're
But
my
not straight
thing.
no more.
But that's my thing. Like, for
So
instance,
how can you say a
Savannah.
heterosexual male is
But
attracted to both?
listen,
You're not a
listen, listen,
heterosexual male if you're attracted to
listen,
both.
listen. I think y'all are conflating gender with sexuality. Again,
Mm.
it's the
Mm.
same thing with Savannah. Savannah has a vagina. If a man sleeps with her, he's not going to be thinking she got a penis and I'm attracted to that. She has a vagina. So how is he gay when he's not attracted to
So
what a
okay,
man
so you're
has?
saying basically men is not gay if they're attracted to trans because of the femininity, the feminine, ality
right.
of the trans and
Not
etc. Right?
not necessarily
You said a
because
pretty face, a nice butt,
not
nice voice,
for
and the
instance.
surgery and stuff, right?
Yes, I don't. Not every.
So
Not.
he's
I'm not.
not
Let me.
gay
Let me. Let
basically to
me.
be from to be attracted to that, right?
And there's some circumstances where I look at it because it's like some of the trans
Hmm.
women do look like, I'm sorry, they do look like they're men in a wig. But
Right.
when to me, when you attracted to that, in my head, I'm automatically
Yeah.
going to equate that you're bisexual. But
It's a
when it comes to
by
Hmm.
person basis,
yeah, but when
basically.
it comes
Truly
to
saying,
like when it comes
yes.
to like Ari, London, YG, they
Okay, I
look
think I
like
understand what you're
women.
saying. You're basically saying it's not about the gender that they're attracted to. It's about the essence of a woman that they're attracted to.
Kinda,
The
I think it's
That's
just
going to
how
trans,
how
Sexuality
basically.
I feel
isn't
like
that
it's
though.
I feel like it's a, and I hate to say this, I feel
Hmm.
like it's a passing thing. If you to me, if a man sees you
Right.
and the world sees you as a woman and they can't clock like, oh, this is a trans woman.
Right.
In my head, how I equate it to is if a man is attracted to you, I wouldn't think they're gay because they see you as a woman. The world sees you as a woman. But when it's somebody like Kenzie,
You can't say the
I'm so
world. You can probably say some people, because some people, there's old people that still will look at you and to see you as a man, regardless
Right.
of
There
all
are
of that.
some transphobic people
So you
still.
can't say the world, kind of. You
I'm
can
not
probably
saying
say
I'm
some
saying if you're
people.
I think y'all confused what I'm
That's
saying.
saying
I'm
your
saying
eyes
if
of your perspective of
I,
reality.
I think you're confusing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if
Hmm.
you like, for instance, if we didn't know Ari from a can of paint, she was nobody famous. She was a regular girl that worked at T-Mobile.
Hmm.
Let's just say we seen Ari. No one is going to look at Ari, and if anybody say they will, they lying. No one is going to look at Ari and say that's a
Facts.
trans woman. You're going to
Hmm.
automatically equate to what you see as a woman. So if a man is attracted to that, in my eyes,
I think a
nine
woman would. I think a woman would know that's not a
no,
woman.
I'm sorry. That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
See,
That's
that I don't
bullshit.
Yeah.
agree with. I
I'm
don't
I mean,
sorry.
if
agree.
I
you're
think
not
that's a
a, are
lie.
you a
That's a
woman?
lie. I think that's a lie. I think
The
that's a
reason
lie.
why I don't agree with that. Wait, hold
Okay.
on, Charlie. The reason
I
why I don't
mean,
agree
I
with that.
disagree, but I digress.
The reason, Lord, let me tell you
I don't
why I
have
don't agree
anything
with that.
else
And
to
I'm gonna,
say. Like I said, I love everybody.
yeah,
I want everybody to live in their truth and be
no,
themselves fully.
don't leave yet,
But
because I want to
me,
make
if
a
I was
point.
trans, I just say, hey, I'm a trans. If anybody
Right.
does anything after that, nigga, you gay. Like,
I'm
simple.
gonna make a point. Listen. Now I'm gonna make a point because I don't want this to get heated or nothing. Okay,
What? I
so
can't. I
the
can't
reason,
hear.
can you hear me? Can y'all hear me, y'all?
Yeah, I
Can y'all
can't
hear me?
hear.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
I
We
feel
hear
like I
Okay.
you.
gotta go. Good night,
The,
everybody.
oh, oh, my bad.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna still make my point though. The reason why I would say I don't agree with that point is because if you know how she said that that you can't a woman could be able to tell everything, you that would go as the same equation, that would equate to the same as Don saying every dude can tell if a T girl is a T girl. Not every dude could tell, so you can't say the same thing every woman could tell either. You get what I'm saying? So I that's why I
yeah.
don't feel like that statement is true. Like you can't say every
I
woman can
think
spot a T girl because not every man can spot a T girl.
I think a lot of guys just be in denial though,
They
and
do
they
be in
use
denial, don't
that
get
That
me
as
wrong. It
part.
be a large
a
majority of
way,
them, but there's a few that are just that dumb.
There's a
like
lot
the
of
feet, the
stigmatisms,
hands,
like
the
or
neck.
stigmatism,
Like
like
you can
it's
tell.
just
Okay, I'm gonna add
I
a
think
couple
that they knew
more. I'm gonna add
about.
a couple more,
My
y'all.
opinion, I think everybody knew about Pookie because, like I said in the Discord, Pookie is pretty. She's clockable. I'm sorry, you can tell Pookie is trans. So even
Yeah.
when Don said, "Oh yeah, they gotta blame other people besides Pookie," but you was in her DM saying you didn't know. That's the whole thing. Like I feel like a lot of guys do know, but Pookie is clockable. I hate to say it, she's a pretty girl, but she's clockable. So for people saying they didn't know Pookie was trans, I believe that's some bullshit. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, I believe it's some BS because Pookie, you can tell Pookie's trans. But like Ari, YG, you can't tell that they were trans. They look like they were born natural. And I don't want to say that, but they look like they were naturally born women,
Mhm.
in my
And
opinion.
I tuned into I should have clipped it to show y'all, but that'd be too messy. But I went into Ari Live, okay, because I had to ask. I was like, hey, what would you do if you were in Pookie's situation? And she says, I wouldn't even be in that situation. She said, I would have told him straight up. And she was like, and trust me, they wouldn't have given up. I said, oh. So it's like it's different for different people, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like she said this herself, y'all. I have the video. But yeah. Now I added two more people. I added Dre, and then I add sitting here waiting. So what do y'all think about this? Let's start off with Dre.
Hey Pierre, hey everybody, how's it going?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I
Hey, I haven't watched the hookup, but I know who Pookie is just from
Now,
watching.
babes, you calling in talking about you
No,
ever watched it?
no. Just I know who Pookie is from watching Dollhouse, but I've been seeing
Okay.
like the interviews, and I was kind of confused to like why it became such like a big ordeal because I guess maybe everybody didn't watch Dollhouse, but I'm like, if you watch Dollhouse, you will know. But if I hadn't watched Dollhouse, I probably wouldn't have known Pookie wasn't a trans right away, but I would have been able to detect it sooner or later.
Mhm.
Sooner or later,
Now
I would
you
have
didn't
been.
watch the first episode?
I only seen like clips here and there, but I did see
Hey.
where she went in
Mhm.
the closet with the guy, and that might have been her time to tell her, but it looked like he might have just known, but just was acting shocked when ET said something. But I thought it was pretty shady for ET to tell that man that. I don't know, like if ET and Pookie are like good Judies or they're just industry friends. I don't know, but I did think it was kind of sneaky for ET to do
And now
that.
that's TV. There is no friends. Let me stop.
Don't ever trust anybody who wear Mexican Jordans.
You and these Mexican Jordans is something else. Jay, I had to remove you because you didn't watch the episode. Okay. What is going on? I add you. You put hold on. Oh no, then you remove yourself. Okay. Okay. Season 3 baddie, you back. What's up? Ain't no bad. All right. Uh, hold on. Hold on. I'm finna add. All right. Taj, what is going on?
Nothing much. Just sitting here listening.
All right. Now
Um,
we have developed the conversation as to more. What do you think about some of the stuff that's been said so far? You have any points to make?
I don't know. I just feel like
Can you
I
hear
think her
me?
name.
I can hear you, season 3 Betty, but hold
Can
on.
you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Listen, I can't hear you, but I can read your lips. So I'm just going to say what I have to say because I was cut out early. I was driving through the mountains. So listen, at the end of the day, I think Now That's TV was dead wrong. I'm a woman and I can't clock all transgenders. What else do I got?
Okay. Thank you for
I just think
agreeing.
everybody was wrong in this situation. And now I'm starting to think when they went behind the door, Pookie was like, I'm a doll. I don't think she told she was transgender, but she might have because he didn't get as mad as homeboy as Rayface. He never confronted her like that. You
Which
see what
is
I mean? I know
interesting
I
thing
can't
about
hear
that.
you, but I can see your mouth moving. So I'm gonna just hope you
Right.
hear what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But that's all I gotta say. Love you. I
Hmm.
just want to jump back in because I was driving through the mountains and I cut out. Y'all have a blessed night
Okay.
and
Love you,
stay
love you,
black.
love you. All right. No, that is interesting. I was kind of hoping that we got to see more of like that, the aftermath of that, because it seemed like they just kind of like whoop, over it. And it's like now I feel like if they have more of an aftermath with everything that went down, all the online spillover wouldn't have been as much as it was.
I
So
think he
there's
was
that.
just embarrassed in the moment, though. Like, I think he really didn't know what to do in that
I think
moment.
he was just like
Thank you.
going with the flow, and then when ET like said something, he was just like, "Oh, like the cameras are on me. Let me." I don't know. Like, I
Mhm.
think he was like maybe thinking he felt and like looked stupid, but I'm just like, I don't know.
Mm.
Nah, his face
But
gave
hey,
genuine surprise, but he's acting like he had to go bleach his mouth afterwards. Like he's making it a bigger deal than anyone else is. He's worried about what his bald headed mama gonna think, and who cares what she thinks outside of you? No shade.
wait, but can I just say one thing? I'm
Yeah.
But
so sorry,
it is a
Pierre,
big deal if you're not,
because I was
gay.
listening. Right. Okay. So I was listening earlier, and you said something about transphobic.
Right.
I don't necessarily think everybody is transphobic. Like for one,
Mm.
Pookie saw ET messing with that dude.
Right.
ET turned around, Pookie waving like her hand across his chest. So I was like, oh, got it. So the girl code's already broken. So I don't have to spare you because you didn't spare me.
Mm.
So let's clock that because everybody seems to be forgetting that.
That is
That's why
true.
ET was like, oh, mama, got it.
He
Right.
Gotcha.
was the same one rubbing on her butt though, talking about threesomes with him. So if the girl code was cracked, what was you should have said that right then and there and pulled a Kayla and be like, not my man. But
Well, either way,
But
the
okay,
girl
Bia though,
code
but
was cracked, and ET handled it the way that she wanted to. Period.
now
So
I
I
don't
don't.
agree with how she did it, but you do. I agree with the point of Pookie. That's your friend or acquaintance, whatever, man, and you feeling on
She
him
even
knowing
said
that's my
that
dude,
ET
right?
nigga wanted me. ET nigga was feeling me, and that's the whole point. That's why it's not a transphobic thing. It's low key, and nobody likes to admit this, but I think a girl earlier said that somebody thought she was a trans woman. I've
Right.
experienced that too. I'm taller, I'm curvy, I
Hmm.
have more of a dominant personality. I'm out. You know what I mean? So, and my friends consider me flamboyant all the time. So
Hmm.
I have been addressed as a trans woman. And I'm like, do you guys fail to realize I have a mom and a daddy? Some people
Mm.
shake like their daddy. That's the reason why pretty boys do exist. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
just like you don't know all the time.
Question: did ET and that man not just meet that day?
Thank you. They just met within the
Well,
first
then
10
But
that's
minutes. How are
enough.
you
regardless
What are
of
doing?
we
the
Like,
talking?
what?
fact,
That's
but
not her man. They was there for 15
regardless
minutes.
of the fact though, and no, if you guys listen, ET is the reason he's on the show. They've actually hung out prior to. Do you
Mm.
guys not listen?
So then that's
Him and
going.
ET was hanging out prior
Yeah.
to the show.
If that's the case, then he shouldn't have been going in the first place. That's just misdirected jealousy. That's hate. That's envy.
I
That's jealousy.
agree. But that's the thing. E.T. didn't do that to spite Pookie. She did that to spite him. Are you like she
Yes, but
literally
that's
said
where
that?
the intent
But that
comes
makes
behind the
Pookie into a
conversation
joke because
because
you
she
can't say
didn't
she's.
do it to notify him on,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, she's
Right.
trans.
She did it to make fun of him
And
because she said
spiteful man.
it.
No, she did say it. And
She said,
Pookie,
Right.
I
"Oh, you
mean,
go." She said,
That's
"You
why I
gonna
don't
go into that
agree with
closet,
how
and
she did
I'm
it.
gonna surprise you." She said
And
it
the
as
fact that
to
she was
an
hanging out
attack on
with him
Pookie.
before the show is even to me worse. Cause it's like, damn, we cool like that. You couldn't even say something and save me all of this hoopla. And now I'm all in this mix. I'm all over the blogs. I'm on Neighborhood Talk. I'm on Shade Room.
Exactly.
And
Don't
I
get me
don't
wrong. I
think.
still do agree Pookie should have said something now. I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, so you don't think no, Pookie should have said something 100%. But I'm
I
The
don't
saying,
think
gag,
when you say
the gag
transphobic.
wasn't when she watched her walk away with
oh
Pookie.
no,
I don't.
right.
Let's clarify this. I don't believe when you said people are transphobic, it's because of the whole Pookie situation.
No, no,
It's
no, no,
because of
no.
no, no. Look, I just would. I think it's because of the mindset, like the caller before when she said, "If you mess with
Right,
a trans person, you're gay." That's not.
right.
I don't like that because trans men don't get the same stigmatization as trans women. Y'all
But
automatically think that like. A man is not attracted to make someone gay. You're attracted to another man. This whole goes into my whole point of Savannah. If someone sleeps with Savannah, how were they gay? They are not attracted to a man. They're attracted to a woman. But a lot of heterosexual women would say, no, they
mhm,
automatically equate to you're gay. Not even you're bisexual. You're
But
gay.
let's be clear, everyone doesn't have the same definition anymore of what a man and woman is. I don't care how, I mean, a lot of us just don't have the same opinions and definition of things. So that's
mm,
expected. But that doesn't make a person transphobic because some people just don't understand. I don't think a man is gay if he's attracted to a trans woman because physically they look like women. But I'm not gonna lie.
mhm.
Two sausages planting a like that's not my thing. You know what I mean? And that is what it is. I don't give a fuck if you
That's
got
my
titties
thing.
either. That's my thing. It's confusing. Do we like hot dogs or do we like hamburgers? You have to choose. Now you're being greedy. Like we're eating everything, so you have to pick a side.
So you would
But
not be comfortable if your man was into trans women.
Okay,
Absolutely
so this
not.
is what people are not understanding. What is
Mhm.
into? Like if my man saw
Attracted.
JB's,
Attracted.
no,
If they
JB's is T.
right.
JB's is gorgeous.
Right. No,
But
okay. I'm gonna break it down even further. If you and your man are watching TV, you turn on Dollhouse and JB's is on there. She round of applause, she come out their reunion, and then you was like, oh, that's the T girl, and then he's like, he says, oh, she's still fine, like da, 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 I like that, I want that. Would you be okay with that?
I want that. You're throwing me for a loop, babe. Just we gotta slow down. But she is pretty. I mean, I feel like JB's. We have similar
Mhm.
features. Big lip. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
tall, curvy. Like that's my set. So
Yeah.
I think she's very attractive. But I think for me, when we have sexual, it just crosses the lines when it comes to sex. I just, it's
Mm.
because let's be clear. When you're being intimate, things happen, and I just personally, I'm gonna be. This may sound ignorant, but I don't need my man second day better than me. Just that's all. I can't do it.
Mm.
but
I
what if
think
you don't
for
have
me,
it
that's what.
anymore? Because no
Okay,
shade,
well, that's a different
to the point
conversation.
that there is a difference between finding someone attractive and being attracted to them.
Right.
You can admit that
Agreed.
someone looks good without getting bricked up whenever you see them. Like there
Because
is a difference between
Right.
the
Because
two.
even Rayface, when he did that, when he found out Pookie was trans, I didn't like how he was like, "No, I don't find you. You're not pretty," or whatever he said. It's like, nigga, she was just sitting on your lap. You clearly find her pretty.
Exactly.
All you had to do was say, "You're a pretty woman. I'm just not into that type of woman." That's all you had to say. You didn't have to try to
Exactly.
down her
I
after
agree.
finding out she was trans. That was not necessary.
And let's
Facts.
go back. The topic, the reason why I brought up the transphobia thing is because of the questioning of, hey, are you a T girl or not? Because I feel like a lot of stuff that goes on in like online, a lot of women, like yourself, you just admitted, people have asked you before, like, are you trans or not? A lot of people do
Hmm.
not understand how transphobia, it trickles down to biological women as well, because some people may mistreat a biological woman just because they think that they're trans, whole time they're not.
Correct.
Right.
That's the what I was referring to,
Don't
by
make
the
me
way.
put
Right.
my video on
Yeah.
and say how that relates to colorism.
Right.
No,
Right.
like, ooh, don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're an Amazon.
Period. You're a tall girly.
Exactly.
All right.
I
All right. I'm
just
gonna
don't
add in
think
two
that
more.
it's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
necessarily transphobia because somebody doesn't agree with what your beliefs are, though. I think people are entitled to their own beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
do think if a guy, me personally, I would not date a guy who's been with a transgender because I would consider him gay. Because if you like, I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube. If you like the back door, girls have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're with a transgender, most of them don't have the surgery. So you're with them because you like something else that I don't have. I can't give to you.
So,
I just
Mm.
want to
question: what
say,
do y'all define as transgender? Because y'all are making it seem like the only transgender people are the
Can
ones
y'all
who
hear
had
me?
gender affirming
Go
surgery,
ahead, V.
when
Go
that's
ahead,
not
V.
the
wait,
case.
wait, wait.
Go ahead, V, and
Before,
then you can
I'm
go V. I'm
sorry. I'm
sorry.
so
Go
sorry
ahead, V.
to
Yes.
overtalk. I
Yes.
just want to say, like, this might sound like a little crazy, but like, I live from like, or I live in a West Texas town. It's
Mm-hmm.
very
Hmm.
small, very narrow minded. And so like I've kind of seen like different types of people like as I've kind of moved out. I've currently gotten settled in like Dallas, so it's a lot more different compared to smaller town. But
Mm-hmm.
it's very common, as crazy as it sounds, is like I know like maybe two or three straight couples, both biological male and female. Um, they have whole families together and everything. And like, it sounds crazy, but this male in the relationship is actually very attracted to having the biological female peg him often.
Oh.
And it sounds sounds crazy and whatnot. It sounds to some that would say sounds gay,
Hmm.
because for one, some believe males shouldn't be into that if they're with women. But I mean, I think it has everything to do with sex wise and whatnot. Because like I said, like these people, like they're whole straight couple, have kids,
Mm-hmm.
like everything,
But he
like
just likes the pattern.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
done
yeah, a
told you.
lot
I
of.
said it on this channel. The dudes be liking the pattern. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I've encountered a
Yeah.
few men who liked pegging as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I don't. I'm pretty open because I have male friends who have been molested when they were younger, but they're attracted to women. But they also know what that sensation feels like. So I guess you just have to get to know the person honestly.
Okay.
I try not to judge because again, you never know how people got exposed to certain sensations. Because ultimately it feels good to them. So I don't know.
Okay. I added up Maria. So what is going on, Maria?
Sorry, my phone was messing up.
All right. Can you hear
But
me?
yeah, can you hear
All
me?
right. Yes, I can hear you. What do you think about the whole situation that happened with the hookup part one? The hookup part two, the episode one with Pookie.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw like the guys like he was on live and he was talking about how he like ET set him up and then also like he was messing with somebody in the cat like in the production and
Mm.
like he was like he felt like he was like kind of like set up twice because the person in the production, the girl that he was messing with like before he even went on the show like didn't even tell him. And that's like so messed up. Like I kind of get it on like both sides because I feel like as a trans woman, like if you're a trans woman, you don't think that you're not a woman. Like you don't like in your head you're a woman, so you're like why should I tell somebody like if I feel like a woman, like why if you're attracted to me then obviously you like women. So in their head they think like that, but I also feel like there's like boundaries and you should think about other people. And like as a straight man, like you almost feel like so confused when something like that happens to you cuz you're like do I like men now? But also like with like what that girl said earlier, like with her saying like if you're a woman, you know that somebody's a trans woman. Like I don't think that's true because
Okay.
I've like especially the girls in like Thailand and all that, like they literally look like women. And there's a lot of women that look like let's not act like ET or Ivory or like they don't look like
And that goes
like
back
other
to my
women.
point.
Yes,
The
and
thing
it's
is,
like
that's why I was saying that a lot of people do not realize how transphobia affects a lot of people. Because if people are more accepting of other people, like some people, they'll mistreat a woman that's actually a biological woman because they think they're trans,
yes, and I
and the
think
whole
like
time they're not.
it all goes back to like women and like just not even transphobia but like
Yeah.
homophobia. Like I think a lot of people are just homophobic, even like girls that have gay friends and stuff, like they're still homophobic. They don't want you to take their man, or they don't like no disrespect to the girl earlier that said she wouldn't be with like a man that's been with a trans woman, but you probably been with a guy that's been with a trans woman or a gay guy and you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like men are just they're attracted
You
to
scared
anything.
her.
They're attracted to anything, like, and especially if they're very
Child.
like sexually active, like it just be like that. But you should tell people because at the end of the day, like guys most of the time are going regardless. So it's like go ahead and just tell him,
Mhm.
and they'll make that choice on their own. But
Now, what do you think about YBZ's reaction to all of this? We saw in the episode he picked up a bottle, he almost cracked Pookie over the head with it.
I feel like people just be doing stuff for TV because it's like I don't know, like that's crazy, like to do all that, like. But I mean, I kind of understand, like, but it's not like you were the one in the closet with him, so it's like just relax.
Okay.
Can I say
Now,
something?
yes.
Sorry. Okay. Oh my God. This whole season has been crazy. I kind of understand where Pookie's coming from. I think they set her up. And because she's young, I feel like she should have saw the setup coming, but because she's young, she didn't see it coming.
Mm.
Because we've been calling it now that's set up for like 5 years.
Now let's set up.
They set her up and they're not going to come out and say that they set her up or apologize. Like a lot of people have been saying, why don't they just apologize to the guy? Because if you admit fault, and I was a pre-law major, if you admit fault and apologize, you're saying you did something wrong. Legally, he would have a case.
But I
So you
think
think
it's
that's why they
okay.
were kind of mincing words in the live?
Yes.
Okay.
He
I feel like
can
it's a
still have a
combination of
case.
both, though. Like they set him up, and she should have told him, like, because it's like
It's not. I'm a unpopular opinion. It's not her job to tell them.
it
She's
is
not the one
though.
who casted them. The company has to tell you what's going on. She does not have to tell you.
But you
They
being a
should have
legal
told all of
eagle,
them.
But like in real life, as a person, like you should though.
But this isn't real life. This is reality TV.
it's real life mixed with reality TV. I will
Yeah,
say that.
Nah, it's
So,
reality TV. Because if she feels
but that's
and if
his
she
real
can
life.
prove no, because if she can prove that someone told her, and I feel like Gigi kind of clocked it a little bit because she said on camera, oh, she felt like y'all knew. So she's admitting that she thought that
you
they
said
all
Gigi
knew.
clocked it?
Gigi, not that Gigi, Gigi
Gigi
McGuire.
McGuire.
Okay, wait. I was like,
Yeah,
wait. I'm like, what post? I need to go and see it.
no,
I'm
Gigi,
sorry.
because
I always
she's
think of Gigi clocked it when anybody says Gigi regards to not a TV. My
because
bad, my
yeah,
bad.
Gigi was like she thought that y'all knew, and there was some kind of miscommunication, and I believe her. I
Yeah.
don't think no shade to that lady. I don't think Pookie's that smart to go in there
Mhm.
and try to deceive. I feel like she really thought that these people knew. That's just my opinion. I feel like she still could either one of them, the Kelvin guy but I don't. This is where it gets tricky because no shade to both of them. They're not smart enough to realize that they have a case, but they really do have a case because both of them were tricked. More so Kelvin than Pookie.
But let's talk legal about it. How could you have a case if there's no cameras? What happened in the closet? Y'all could have went in the closet and whispered sweet nothings to each other.
But not even just about that. They can sue for they publicly embarrassed
It's
him.
deception.
Because
Okay.
perception. Because if he's not gay and they're making him look like he's gay,
But
that's
it's
But then it
reality
goes back
TV.
to Charlie's point earlier. is he technically gay if he's with a trans woman? I don't agree,
Mm-hmm.
especially depending on the
It doesn't
surgery.
matter
That's what I think.
it doesn't matter what the actuality is. It's how he
Mhm.
feels. All of
She
us are
does have a
perceiving,
point.
not all of us. When I say all of
Mhm.
us, I don't mean like literally all of us, but the vast majority are perceiving him as gay. He said on the live, people think he's gay. He said he's not gay. Now he has people in the
Exactly. It's
comments.
like
This went like worldwide.
emotional
Like this is not
distress.
like
Yeah,
a
because he
little
could sue for
down
defamation because
STD
of that.
It
thing.
was pretty big. Yeah, it
Like
was
he
on.
has,
They were talking
Yeah.
he can
everything.
say
Yeah.
that this gave him all type of stress and everything is super defamation because now he does have
Yeah.
people that are accusing him. Even with Mr. Ratburn saying it, oh, would you go to a job and not know what you're doing? You would know what you like. And if you go to a job interview, they're gonna tell you what you're interviewing for. They're gonna tell you up front, like, hey, this is the position you're interviewing for. This is what you got to do. So I don't. His analogy talking about a job but you not know what you're doing makes no sense to me. That was just stupid.
That gay
That's
Uh,
club
why
analogy was crazy. T-Lo. This
that
man said, if
was.
you
I don't know
invited you
where
to
he
a
was
gay
going with
club.
that.
He was just checking his temp. That's all. He knew what was coming. Because no
I do
funny
want to chime in.
that the only person who made
Yeah.
Kelvin look gay was Kelvin. Um, sorry, you could have just ended it as, "Oh, I'm not a trans woman," and
Mhm.
that would have been it. Because, like you said earlier, we didn't even see a scene of like his reaction. Essentially, like he was quiet during the whole conversation with Gigi. Like that was his moment to be like, "Let me clear the air. I don't have no beef with you. I am a straight man." But instead, YBZ stole his voice box. So it
Mm.
was kind of like wrong messenger, essentially. Now, is there emotional duress? Yes. But is there defamation? No, because Now That's TV never came and said, "Hey, y'all, here's Calvin. He's not straight." No. Did they leave
But
it
the where it gets tricky is it's implied now.
Yes.
so
Implied
if Pookie
defamation.
is a
That's
woman?
where it gets
ID
legal.
Yeah,
say
you're
if
letting
she
it
was
run the narrative.
a woman,
Yeah.
how is he gay? And that's what I was saying earlier, where it's like it also depends on how people, I hate to say the word define, but what they consider actual trans people or not, because you can be trans without having gender affirming surgery. So the people who are like, "Oh, I'd be mad if my husband slept with a trans person if they was both swinging mics." What if she didn't have her mic anymore? Then what? Because like, what are the questions that we're asking of these people to even get that information out of them in the first place? And trans women aren't the only trans people. There are trans men too who
Mm-hmm.
they're typically more easily clockable because they be like 5'3". But not to say
Being you're canceled.
it's
The shade.
no shade. They be small, like they be stud height, but they got a beard. So you're like, "Oh, okay, I know what's going on here." But I don't want to erase the fact that they exist too, and that there's so much more nuance to the conversation. Should Pookie have said it? Yes. Should ET have said it? No. Should Now That's TV had created a scenario in which she should have been required to say it upon the introduction? Also, yes. And that would have ended that whole thing. They set this up so that she is essentially a villain here. So if Calvin's filing a suit, low key Pookie could act like this ruined her life too and file the same one.
That's a
I
good point, though. I'm
agree.
not gonna
I
lie.
think they
'Cause
both should, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
about
you're
they
to
just
say.
put
They
like,
her
need
yo,
to team up.
subject to unnecessary
sis trying to
violence.
get a job. She's like, my email. By the way.
Somebody tag ET below, tag Pookie below.
Right. Take the people out. Okay, I'm gonna add one more person, y'all. We're gonna end it off here, okay?
Oh,
Tori, what's going on? Oh yeah, somebody earlier. Who was that? Because I didn't see a highlight. Who's talking?
it's
Somebody said they
Leon
had something to
Twin.
say. Yes. What's up, Leon?
Not much, not
Yeah,
much. Yeah, I got something to add to this, man. I
yeah.
think Now That TV is like dead wrong for
Mhm.
doing that because it's more or less like, you know, if you know, I feel like they're doing stuff for ratings, right? And you know
Which a lot of
this,
networks do, just to play devil's advocate. But go ahead.
yeah. I just feel like when you're doing things for ratings, this is a curveball, and I just feel like I know sometimes like the trans thing is kind of like depending how you look at it, but just coming from my point of view, if you know there's a straight man on there, heterosexual man who likes biological females, you know, I don't think that's right to do because you don't know the after effects of, um, of certain things. Like I've had a situation where someone tried to like try me, and when I said
Now
something about
define
it,
try you. Please go into detail so the viewers are
okay,
aware.
so I had someone,
Hmm.
a classmate of mine that thought it was going to be, knowing I had a full on girlfriend, thought it was going
Okay.
to be a good idea to try to put his hands on my knee, and knowing that I don't like men, once
Like,
again,
okay, so we gotta break it down now.
okay,
Putting
okay, so
his hands on your knee, like what you
okay,
mean, like
okay.
slowly?
Yeah, well,
Was
what
he
it was
caressing
that
it?
we had a like a high school reunion or whatnot, and
Uh-huh.
we was out there chilling vibe. It was like a whole bunch of us. I knew he was full blown gay.
Okay.
However, I just we were just say you sitting down like with a bunch of people on a park bench, pretty much.
Okay.
He thought it was a good idea to try to like put his hands on my knee,
What
right?
if he was trying to get up?
No, he wasn't trying to
I'm
get up
messing
because
with you.
when I slapped his hand, he did it again. Right.
Okay.
So once he did it again, I got up and moved. I told a friend of mine's what happened because my whole thing about it was a lot of times with like black men, if you hit a person, say you hit a homosexual person, the first thing
Okay.
they're going to say is that you're homophobic. They're not going to say, "Hey, my personal space was violated."
Mhm.
The first thing that's going to come out is, "Hey, you're homophobic." No, it's like I'm not homophobic. I'm not attracted to men. I don't want any man touching me in that type of matter. Next thing I know, a rumor got spread around saying, "Hey, he's gay."
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is amongst like my classmates.
Mhm.
And even though what people were saying, "Hey, that's not true, that's not true," this person who's a known homosexual was like, "Hey, yeah, he's gay." And basically, you had some women, so and like in because I went to all black school, they're like,
Mhm.
"Well, you should have just unalived him. You should have did this to prove
Oh.
that you're not gay." And I'm like, "Bro, I have a corporate job. Like, trust me. Do I want to lay hands? But at the same time, it's going to come across as a hate crime because once again, no one's going to understand. Hey, my personal space was violated. I knocked your hand out the way the first time. I knocked your hand out the way the second time. But just because I didn't like unalive you or tee off on you and go to jail and lose my corporate job, now I must like it." So that's why I feel sorry for this dude because it's just more or less like, you know, I feel like ET, for
Mhm.
instance, like everybody goes this narrative like, "Hey, we got to protect black women, got to protect black women," and that's
Mhm.
cool. But this is a black woman who set him up based off, how she felt a certain type of way, knowing that this dude probably discussed with you early on. I like biological women.
But
That's
what would you say to to people that's saying, how could you blame ET for that when one is Pookie job to say something and then it's not a TV
well, it
job
was
to provide a
they
platform?
both. I'll put it this way: ET set him up, right?
Okay.
I also feel like Pookie should have been forthcoming. I watched Dollhouse because I find it funny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And hey, like I said, I got nothing against. I got a gay brother and everything, gay
Uh-huh.
ally, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
However, I just feel this is no different if you would go to jail for not disclosing your HIPAA stuff, if you know what I mean,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right? Because you wouldn't knowingly do that, right? I mean, some people maybe do because they got medication stuff like that, but in certain instances,
Oh
you
yeah, no, it
wouldn't.
is a very illegal.
Yes, exactly. So you wouldn't knowingly go and do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody will pretty much damn you to hell for having those three House of Virginia, and you're knowingly spreading it to people without informing them. I'm not saying this is, you know, just as
You're
deadly.
not
But
trying
what
to
I'm saying
compare
is,
them, but you're
yeah,
just
I'm
trying
not
to make an
comparing them, but I'm
analogy.
just saying,
Okay.
you should
I got you.
not be discreet about it. You should just say, "Hey, man, I'm a doll, I'm a trans, or whatever you want to call it," and then let him make the choice. Yeah, there are a lot of undercover dudes. My brother tells me about it all the time. He says, so we can't. I don't want to go with the narrative like, oh, because he's this man. He looks like a thug that he's not on the DL. Because my brother tells me all the time, the dudes that you think that are hood, they are bottoms.
Yeah, they're the most
All
DL
bottoms.
ones. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what
That
he
is
told me.
very true.
So I
Yeah.
can no longer even go off that. I tested him on and say, oh, he's the neighborhood dope boy because the neighborhood dope boy is a bottom. However, I just feel like you should give somebody that choice and just say, hey, y'all, I'm Pookie. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dog. Nice to meet you. And then one of them would have asked, what is a dog? Because I had to ask what a dog was. I thought it was like a Barbie. Like,
You didn't
any
know
But
what a
dog
doll was
family.
before Dollhouse.
I didn't know what it was. Like,
But to me,
I
you're mixing apples and oranges, right? So your first situation that you were talking about with your classmates or whatever, you were
That was
speaking
a gay
about
male.
that was a gay man. We're talking about Pookie. Let's just see you didn't know Pookie at a bar. Y'all were having a conversation. Outside, I don't mean to disrespect your relationship or whatever. Given a scenario, y'all was at a bar having a conversation. You didn't know Pookie was trans. She touched your shoulder or touched your leg because y'all having a conversation, just flirtatious conversation. It doesn't go anywhere outside of that. You're saying that you would sock Pookie in the face like that. So you can't
No,
compare
no,
those
I didn't
two
say
because
that.
this is a
No, because
man.
no, because sometimes people talk with their hands. You know what I'm saying? I can be laughing, ha ha, kiki, and you may slap you on the back or something like that. But what I'm saying is because you can't help who you meet in the club or who you meet in certain areas. You can't help that. However, if you're on a dating show, I think you should then disclose who's who and what is what. That's what I'm
Yeah,
getting at.
I do believe Pookie
Yes.
should have told, but I just don't believe she should have just went in there and announced it like, "Hey, I'm trans." Whoever she would have dealt with, I feel like Pookie should have pulled them to the side and say, "Hey, I'm letting you know that I'm a trans woman," even though I don't know how you don't know when you're on that network. But I believe
Yeah.
she definitely should have told that. My opinion, the internet made Calvin feel the way feels now and spazzing out because like I said before in the show, Calvin wasn't even upset after that. Everybody was chill. It wasn't until it showed on the internet now. Thousands of people are calling him gay and all this other stuff, and he has to defend himself about something that, in my opinion, he would have had no problem with. But
But how
because
do we know that if they didn't edit it out? Because you never know. They could edit.
We
Oh,
don't
now
know
this
if
TV
they
would have never
edited.
edited that moment out. You
At
crazy as
all.
hell.
That
You
was
think they didn't
right,
edit out a
the
crash
highlight
out
of the
moment?
episode.
This live happened because of that moment. Yeah, right.
But I think to the gentleman's point who was just speaking, if he had reacted and fought Pookie because of that, then he would have been transphobic in that moment.
And
So
canceled.
people, yes, and people do think about stuff because what if he's trying to get on other networks or whatever the case? I don't know what he does for a living, but
Hmm.
that's going to stick with him. You
It's
can't
so
Right.
nice to
react
have
in a
people
moment or
that
tell
doing
somebody how
something.
to react because they're upset.
I'm not
Because
saying
on
that you
Love
should tell somebody
Cabin,
how to react. My whole thing is, I said Pookie should have said who she was, but again, we have to make Calvin take some responsibility. You're walking into a closet with somebody that you met within the first 5 minutes, calling herself Pookie. I don't know no bitch named
Right.
Pookie that ain't over 55. Every aunt is named Pookie. So why are you sitting there walking into a closet with
Or a
somebody
street nigga named Pookie.
Pookie? Like, come on, like
A
you don't
literal
that.
closet at that. Like you
Let
Like,
took
come
the
on, we got to
pen
take
and
some
wrote the joke
responsibility. He's
yourself.
not as innocent as people. It was wrong for the network to do that. Pookie should have definitely said something. But at the end of
Yeah.
the day, you walked into a closet with somebody that you met within the first 5 minutes, even though you was just talking to her friend. Like, take some type of
mm,
responsibility here. Like, you were wrong too. You should have just kept your dick in your pants and not try to put it inside Pookie.
Well,
can,
What
hopefully
they
he
can I
does
really
keep
can
it in
did.
I
his
add on to
pants,
that real
but
quick?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, so this how I feel. At first, I don't think that ET set nobody up. She didn't even know what was about to go down. Like she had already chose her nigga or whatever. She didn't know what was about to go down. She stepped off. That was his time to step off. But in that same 5 minutes that they were doing their quick little greet, like where you from, da 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 da, she could have said, "Hey, I'm also trans." Or during her intro, when Chastity had said something like, "I'm the most beautiful girl or prettiest girl here," she said, "I'm the sexiest girl here," or something like. It's given a little
She
like,
said doll, but no, not everybody knows what doll means. Just for
correct.
clarification
okay,
purposes.
okay,
Correct.
Yes.
okay. But
Right.
honestly, doll and trans, like that's
Right.
not really the same. And I don't think Pookie was ever gonna say she's trans. I don't think that she likes to I felt she felt like she was really embarrassed to have to do that in front of Ray Face. We seen how she reacted to Unique when Unique had called her trans. Like she felt like it was diminishing her womanhood. So she wouldn't have been accepting that like to begin with, and she wouldn't have been open to call herself that or introduce herself as that. So I don't think she would have never told that man. Like I don't know how far she would have took it or how far they did take it because he looked like he was sick to his stomach. I don't know what happened in there, but I don't know. It seemed like they got a lawsuit if he really want to push that, but I think he just want to be on TV again, possibly. I don't know, but yeah,
Mhm.
that's
All right.
mine.
Thank you. Thank you.
He reacted that way to so Unique saying it is because it came from Uniqua. Like, no shade. Like, you're not about to clock me for nothing with your fake Ricks on. You're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, and she kept emphasizing, like, yeah, you're a girl, but I'm a real girl and you're a toy girl. Like, he's just a toy. You're a toy, Woody. Like, that's what Unique was giving in that interaction. And I think that's the reason why she was reacting to it that way. I would have loved to see more of the conversation between Calvin and ET after she told him that and they went inside. Because if y'all are saying that ET knew him before the show and she didn't put her, you telling me she didn't put him on to who was getting casted? Come on. And to
Yeah,
be like, oh,
yeah,
well, she walked away. She thought he was following suit. Of course, she's going to say that in her confessionals when she's setting up the pick before the role. She's
Right. It's
going to
called
be
like storyline forming. Yes, yes, yes.
legit. Like, we
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what that timeline was actually like. They could have been in that bathroom together for 20 minutes making out, and ET was all talking about let's take a shower with her. What did she think that he was going to see when Pookie got in that shower? Like, I would have liked to see that. I also think that maybe them adding an additional T girl to the show would have
Mhm.
made more sense, because with Pookie being the only one there, it begs to question what was the real intent behind her being here in the first place. Yes, we know that your cast members like a myriad of things, but then you only give them one to choose from. That's
correct.
where it starts to look shady. I don't think that some of the other girls from Dollhouse would have turned down the bag, and they're not the only femme presenting and passing dolls in the world either. So you could have definitely found some dolls that would have showed up, gave femme queen, gave just woman, period, that would have at least been able to be like, okay, we casted a myriad of things because
Mhm.
people like a myriad of things, versus we casted
I
one.
will say this, and I'm so pissed she wasn't answering, but me and her been talking. They did reach out to another trans girl, y'all. This is a little exclusive. It's on her page. She even said it. I even could show y'all the video. Uh, I guess somebody that works for another TV ended up contacting her, and they were like, "Hey, like, do you want to do like this dating show?" Da, da, da. And then she was like, "No, she did. I guess didn't really wasn't feeling like the vibe of not as TV." And then now that this happened, she made a video. She like, thank God I ain't do it because look what happened.
Yeah, it's
So just
messy.
so you know, Pookie was not the only one reached out to from
Because even on the next episode, you see that Landon
Let me show you.
and what's the name is going to be on there. What's the crash out dude name?
Pootie.
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 Yeah, yeah. So it's like what you was doing. You staggered it, but so obviously the cast is going to be accumulation of heterosexuals and homosexuals, which is cool. But you should have just said, "Hey, this is gonna be an all access show. We're gonna have our dolls on here. We're
Mhm.
gonna have our dudes from from Mommy G with her funky
Yeah.
punani. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they reached
saying?
out to
And
Jaya. She works for TS Madison. I was talking. She was supposed to be on this live, but I think she's busy. But I sent her the link. But I wanted to get her perspective of everything. But they did reach out to her.
Pierre, also I got something to tell you, man.
Mhm.
I'm about to have a baby entertainer. She's coming
Oh,
March
for real? Oh,
3rd. Yes.
congratulations!
That's why I have not been on here for a while because I've been getting ready for
Yes,
this
I
baby
remember
shower.
you.
So yeah. So
Congratulations.
thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna end the live, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. And thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much, Bia. I love to do videos like this because it's good to have conversations, healthy conversations about certain topics like this. I plan on doing a lot of videos more like this in 2026 so we could get all of y'all perspectives on everything. So stay tuned, keep watching this season, y'all, so we could maybe even talk about some stuff that may happen later. Let me know what y'all think, and we out, y'all.